Hello, hello, hello. Are we live? Are we live? I do believe we should be live. Welcome back. I'm back today, as promised, to finally clear out the world quest that's been blocking me from co-oping, which has been a bit of a pain for the past few days, because that means no Meliastra, no Teapot, no nothing. And also no co-oping with my friends for the new Meeting in Outrun series, which is unfortunate. But I heard pretty good things about the world quest, so we're gonna get into it in a moment. So yes, what we're planning to do is today on one side a palace, on the other a tomb, as well as an arc that used to be a... Oh, okay. I guess the actual quest series is her palace collapses into the blizzard. Those two are the world quests we'll be doing today. And I am willing to bet that they are, well, related to the Beli Tsar. The White Tsar. That's what Beli means. But before that, I just have to do a few things on stream. If you have been tuning on to my tuning in into any of my... Oh, these flowers reset. Okay, that's noted. I mean, I'm not farming Odette's bosses until Stygian's over, so it's a while until I have to worry about those, but good to know, I suppose. But yeah, if you watch any of my streams for the past months, you would know that we're slowly going through Sandrona's Tea Party. I think we've gone through 14 out of the 16 now, so... Today we'll go over novelettes. And we'll do that in a moment. Oh? Well, we actually ran out of the limit. That's interesting. I suppose I am streaming before the daily reset by about an hour and a half. If we manage to clear the co-op restriction within the hour and a half, we will just quickly go to Meliastra to grab this, because I'm really behind on this now. Because I wasn't able to do Meliastra the past few days. Or the teapot, right? I need to grab these as well, but it is what it is. Luckily, I do believe I've already bought this week's transient resin from it already. Anyways, let's get started with the tea party to begin with. Me when I'm in a redundant phrasing competition. Alright, novelette. The Ilex of Fontaine. There are a few things I'd like to ask him about. Stories of the past. Go to Palais Marmonia, place your tea table, and have Sandrona take a seat, then prepare to enjoy some tea with Novelette. Alright, let's go. I will ignore this world quest. Here. Plop this... What do you mean can't deploy here? Okay, sure, I guess I'll sit here then. Whatever. No matter.
感谢你的邀请，季约丹小姐。我想这些纯净水，应该是你为此次场特意准备的。
So I don't remember that Novelette only likes water. Also, this makes up for the lack of screen time Novelette had throughout the entire Fontanalia quest.
这没什么，身为枫丹最高审判官的纳维莱特大人，百忙中能够抽空来喝杯水，是我的荣幸。
The pause. before saying water is.
吉约丹小姐有什么和愚人众有关的公事，要与我商谈吗？
Okay, fair assumption.
不，和愚人众无关，这次是私事，也没到什么商谈的程度。
Oh,
我就是想向你打听一位曾经的熟人。
is this about Alan? The Belisar looking a little hydro there? Yeah, looking a bit more... What's the Russian word for dark blue? Whatever. Yeah, more dark blue than white is what I was gonna say. But unfortunately, I don't know how to say dark blue in Russian. Also, I'm pouring myself some water. I need to grab more water. I did not bring enough water before the stream. Oh well, that's fine.
曾经的熟人。哦。
Yup.
是说阿兰吉约丹阁下吧？那位伟大的机械工。
Alright, do we get more Alangiaton? Lore?
没错，他曾经是怎样一个人？我听闻他年轻时也算是你的部下。
Oh?
吉约丹先生为人真诚，脚踏实地，在获封护国的白骑士后，也不曾见他露出过骄傲的神情。他大多数时间都潜心于研究机械，不问身外之事。
Sounds like Alan.
哦，年轻时就这样吗？也不知这到底是年少老成，还是不谙世事。
Why not both?
不过这样的他，
Pourquoi pas de deux?
在那次失去了家人和朋友之后，就变了不少。
Oh?
格式塔吗？还有厄里纳斯。
Yup.
没错。与我一同签署搜查格式塔的命令时，他看起来很无奈。
过往的隔阂与疏离，导向了如今的境地。他一定也是在内疚吧？
Right.
自那之后，他变得更加沉默寡言，我们之间的来往也更少了。在受封骑械工的称谓时，他对台下人说了一句话
Just one sentence, really.
静谧而谦卑的生活，比一味追求无止境的完美，更容易追寻到幸福。
Not wrong.
他晚年也的确这么做了。
Oh.
我猜，那句话他不只是说给台下的人听，也是说给自己听的吧。
吉约丹小姐对此怎么看？
我吗？我不会对他的领悟或他的生活方式做什么评价，就像他不曾要求我去过任何一种生活一样。
Fair.
我也无心去重走他的老路，去过他理想中的日子。我有我自己的人生。多谢，这让我更加了解了他一些。
Also, if I like, if I start talking and then just stop halfway through a sentence, for context, during dinner I slightly bit my tongue a little bit, so now it's feeling a bit weird. So if I like speak and it feels a bit weird, I'm gonna pause for a second before I keep on talking. All right, that's just for context. Because I foresee a lot of me voice acting different NPCs this quest, for the world quest. So yeah. Yeah, no, W interaction. Alright, let's get a photo off. We definitely want the statue of Simon in the background. Okay, there's basically nothing in this direction, so it's just here, I guess. There we go.
很高兴能一边品水，一边与吉约丹小姐分享过去的故事。
It's time to clear up.
好，祝你前路顺利。
Alright, let's see. What does Sandrone have to say about the meeting with Neuvillette? I heard some stories of Alan's past from Neuvillette. I feel like I understand him a little better now. Fair enough. Alright. it's a time to do world quest. Oh yeah, also for context, so yesterday for the event, I turned on the Premise construct from other people's worlds to try to get the Leica thing. And it only showed up when I logged in this evening. So there will be constructs. I've since turned it off, but it's gonna take a bit for them to disappear. Although, on the bright side, first of all, I learned, from looking through these, I learned the functions of some other stuff. So I placed down, for example, some of these buffing bollards next to the local legend places. And also, some of these are from people I friended, so for those, I decided to keep them. And also, I just sifted through basically like 80% of these, looking for accounts I can friend for Imaginarium. And I actually sent like 5 or 6 friend requests, which was pretty good. It's actually surprisingly good at finding you people that have decently invested characters. As long as you're willing to spend like 10 minutes clicking through the entire Senshidai map. So, yeah. I'm not gonna bother to Master League. And also, I already spent the tickets for the snowball thing because I already did it on stream, so I don't need to feel like I need to take time to do 2 separate things. Like 2 separate tickets into parts on stream, so yeah, basically I'm done the event entirely now. Was that caveat done? Are we ready to do the world quest? Can't think of any other reason not to. On one side of Hellas, on the other a tomb. Talk to the Eye of Graye. According to the directions from the Eye of Graye, one of the fragments of his power is located behind Zaporyarny Palace, where the Tsar's white birch grows. So yeah, this definitely will have something to do with the Belisaur, especially because it seems like we're going to the center of that birch tree that the Belisaur turned into. Did I talk to the Blue Moss Walls? No, I don't intend to. I just don't really like that area. And I would like to minimize my time spent in that area, if necessary. I just don't feel the need to check the map. So, yeah. Anyways. Okay, let's go. This team has Alyosha as the only healer who's level 50, so hopefully this won't go wrong. Hopefully the only combat we see is like gun combat or no combat. Where is the Eye of Graye? Oh, I should probably read all of this. House of Hesperides map. Data received. The map of the House of Hesperides has been logged in the database. All areas to be investigated have been marked out for you. You can access the detail map here. We have seen this already, so yep, it is what it is. Exploring this will be much later. Tell me about Axinia. What do you wish to know about Axinia? Who is she exactly? The searchable data indicates that Axinia is human and was born in the final year of the Belisaur's reign. Rumor has it that she was an orphan that he had adopted. Oh. Damn. Also human from 500 years ago. I mean, it makes sense if she was involved with the creation of the Agraye. But like... However, an unknown record in the database states that the Belisard may well have received her while exploring Hyperborean ruins in the Shadow Realm. What? After this, the role of court jester was bestowed upon her. She did mention something like that while in Hesperides. And she came to shuttle between Zapolyani Palace and the Pale Crown Palace. She also took part in the plan to reach tomorrow. What is this, Amphorius? Did she create you? She may have done so. She was a rather central researcher in Felgamir's work. Regardless, she must have taken part in the plan that created me. The mission. What was that what she wished for as well? Regarding the reliefs and the offering ritual. The bas-reliefs of Flamefeather Valley. The bas-reliefs. Okay. Of Flamefeather Valley. The so-called Firebird engraved upon them is familiar somehow. Could it be because of the Chimeric Beast? Not so. Rather, I feel as if I've seen that image before somewhere. I am sure I've seen part of that relief that belonged to humans. How strange. And that offering ceremony. The strange offering rite. Indeed, that which is offered up would be the symbols of the mortal world, or at least that is what the alchemists believed. They believed that these three substances were more perfect than gold. The union of these essences could reverse the flow of infinite light from bottom to top, piercing through the divine plan. That is also known as transcendence. But if my power really were divided into three parts, not one of those parts could cause those three components to constitute complete transcendence. So what happened to the people who performed the rites here? Tell me about Kosei. The alchemist, Kosei the Deathless. To think this was his end, he transformed his life into a nigh-eternal form because my fragmented body was insufficient to support his complete transcendence. He merely referenced the power in said fragment of my body and spent not a drop of it, instead setting up a ritual that covered all Flamefeather Valley. It's almost as if he was waiting for someone to come and take it from him. He pursued eternity on the account of love. I am starting to see a common thread between the world class here. And, you know, Sejnaya as a whole. But he forgot love in the end. Perhaps he had too much trust, too much faith in the greatness of his private love, but so it proved that the love he madly sought to pursue through eternity was silenced by eternity. Time and change are destructive indeed. Yup, erosion go brr. Time and change ravage all things. Every passing second erodes the permanence of love. Permanence? Again, what is this, Starro? Do I have to talk to Sochikov? Oh. It's so cold out there. The train's definitely much cozier. I guess we're just on the train now. That is precisely why the train exists. Trekking long distances through such bitter cold would hardly be good for anyone's health. Perhaps that too was my creator's original purpose in establishing it. After all, this land of ice and snow is hardly a place fit for humans to survive. Your creator asked, could that be the strange woman we ran into? Paimon, definitely. Doesn't mean the strange woman you're talking about right now. You know, the one who appeared in that town with a firebird and that castle in Stangovic? I remember her name was Miss Axinia, yes. Judging from memories I recovered so far, once a member of Velgamir. She created a mighty power to create a tomorrow. A world where no one suffers again. A land that has fucking hell! Cast aside envy, hatred. Thus shall radiant world descend. There's no distinctions between humans and gods? A pure world of mankind. This is so stupid. But as for how that is accomplished, I'm sorry, do another full scope of the final plan. Paimon gets it. Kaga's like a crafting mansion and craft all sorts of secret amazing things. Yada yada yada. That is a very apt analogy. However, if I may, Miss Paimon. In present day Sejnaya, alchemy is not official recognized field of study. Right. So your final power. But what if? What if it's the only reason I was created, and the sole purpose I was existing? I didn't even get to pick a dialogue option, Hoyo! When that time comes, just come back to us. Okay, well, is that so? Besides, we already have all the things we're gonna do together when you get back your body back. Warming out the fire, having snowball fights, running around the ice fields, we promise. Yes, I look forward to adventuring together with you both after I recover my body. So I have sought this countless times throughout my journey. I'm surely glad that you were the ones to bring me out of that place. That final power, all the answers are there, at the final resting place of the previous Sword of Ice, the one known as Belly Sword. I have marked the location on your map. Oh my god. What the fuck? Weren't we in a train? Oh, the train track looks a bit... So this is where we're supposed to go. No, there's still a little way to go before we get there. We still have to go a little further ahead. I'm getting lightheaded from all that. Oh my god. Oh yo! If you're gonna give dialogue on a moving vehicle, make the dialogue not disappear instantly, please. Thank you very much. I am actually getting lightheaded. Keep going, keep going. This railway line appears to be unusable for various reasons. Rerouting. Okay, we just came here just to take a U-turn. That's great. That's awesome. Tsar's White Birch. An interesting plant that grows from the ground, known as the Tsar's White Birch. For some reason, it's highly flexible branches react to goggles in a special way. They turn towards your friend when you approach in an attempt to absorb goggles' energy. Huh. We're just going in the random cave now, I guess. Sure. I will see quite a number of these trees here too. Yes, these tree-shaped objects are all branches of that massive Tsar's White Birch. Feels like these trees actually turn towards us when we approach them. That is what we just read, yes. Fine, I'll fight these guys. Oh god. Go. Can I grab that? Yes, I can. We need to... first of all, give me that. Second of all, we need to melt this, so... Oh, we can just break this. Oh, that's good.
Now that the wall's down, the wind's blowing like crazy.
We'll try to stay on CMC as much as possible.
It feels like the closer we get to that place, the heavier the storm gets.
I mean, we're still only on 1 bar of cold right now. Please remember to continue collecting Crescent Crystal to maintain your body's temperatures. Good reminder, if only I can have some in front of me. Oh, there's some. Oh, now we're in 2 bars. I shouldn't have said anything. I can barely see anything.
This blizzard's crazy. Paimon can't see a thing.
That's right. Energy drain detected. I recommend forward ingress along the path where Crescent Crystal grows. The hell is that? Is that a lower churl? I think that might be a lower churl. Okay, placing this onto the flower is diabolical. That way. It's fine, I don't need the crystal yet. I'm still on 90-something%. Oh, there's a... That looks like a big building. And there's a statue. This snowball machine will probably be probably be convenient for me to get ahead quicker, but whatever. Oh, are those Vila? Oh, wait, are you members of the Druzhna? Am I fighting Druzhna? I am sorry, I need your drops. I am really sorry. I know you guys work for the Tsaritsa, and that's really nice, but I do need your thingamajiggities. So, my apologies. Give me that as well, though. The statue is actually very close by.
Oh, looks like the storm isn't so bad here.
Yeah. Oh, holy! Oh! Oh, so that's... Okay, what the Tsaritsa said at the end of that trailer now makes a lot of sense. Something like a tomb and a birch as all the Belisar left us. Or something. Was the scene in the background. Oh. This looks great. This is a perfect spot for a viewpoint. Which usually means there will be one within the vicinity.
So that is...
Yes, that is where we're going. The Belisar's private palace outside Stenchograd. Pale Crown Palace. There, the graceful Snegorochka once played the gusli in the palace royal hall, while waterborne fays sang along to the ethereal melody, chanting the name of the king who ruled the snowfields. Valiant Vodkalak clashed endlessly before the throne, vying for the Tsar's favor, while Domovoy searched far and wide for rare treasures and riches, all to fill the palace vault.
Whoa, treasure vault?
Yes, though by now I'm afraid it has long since been emptied. They say that was where the great king showed mercy. There he accepted humankind and allowed them to come before him. To help the frail, pitiful humans of that time carve out a place of their own amid the ice and snow, the flame of Kresnik was first kindled in that palace, then spread far and wide. And so, unlike the days of the Pale Star's royal court, this eternally frozen land no longer belonged to the Fays alone. It became a land shared by humans and Fae. And he named it Snezhnaya. Cinema? Names the entire country Snowy. Which, to be fair, if you look at IRL etymology, a lot of places get named like that.
Oh, so that's how Snezhnaya came to be. I always thought the Tsaritsa founded it.
No, Paimon. Do you not remember all the way back then? There are the Tsaritsa is the second generation Archon. Didn't Venti tell us this?
How does Goggles know so much about this place?
Of course, I was created here in a hidden chamber within this palace. The place we mentioned before, Velgamir, though even that is only one corner of the palace's shadow.
Oh wow, if this palace was so impressive, why does it feel so cold and deserted now?
Because 500 years ago, the Belisar died fighting the Abyss and the Tide of Beasts. His remains were brought back here. And after he was laid to rest, part of his body became the Tsar's white birch. Since then, the Tsaritsa has ruled Snezhnaya from Zapolyarny Palace, and no one has returned to here since.
So where we're going is actually the Belisar's tomb?
Yes, Miss Paimon, the Belisar's tomb. Also the place where I was created. This isn't against the rules, is it? We're not gonna get caught and end up on a wanted list, are we? The authorities advise against entering without permission, but officially it is not strictly forbidden. Okay, so we're in a gray area.
Not strictly forbidden? Then that means we're strictly allowed to sneak in.
Then again, getting put on a wanted list could be interesting. This is not the time for jokes.
Oh, no thanks. Okay, Paimon knows what to do if we get caught by some such 9 guards. I'll just say the guiding mechanism sent us the wrong way and we got lost. Getting lost isn't illegal, right? Yep, that's our story. But the train wrecks are broken. What are we gonna do?
It's alright. That route was only ever meant to mislead people. It was never the real way into the Pale Crown Palace. What? Think of it as a marker, telling ordinary pilgrims and those visiting in remembrance that they should go no further. If we really mean to cross over, we will need to find the mechanism that activates the hidden tracks. I can sense it. The mechanism that summons the hidden tracks should be up on the tower. But the tower appears to be encircled by the Tsar's White Birch. We'll have to find another way in. Give me those flowers. And give me this. Should I follow that Sealy? Probably should. The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. The last time we were seeing that line until a few patches later, I presume. Pilgrimage to the Sacred Gorge and the Pale Crown Palace. Cinema. White Birch Snowgrave. Oh my god, 5 layers? Oh, this, I'm afraid this is peak. I screenshotted right when the Sealy's off screen. Let's go. Let's put that there. +1 screenshot. The map isn't 100% accurate. Okay, good to know. There are places you can go that's just blank on the map. Alright, interesting. Anyways. XFA needs play time. The darkness cannot dull the traveler's edge. With swords and plowshares aboard, a new beginning is well within reach. There's the level 90. W. So we have R4 and R5 right here, I presume. Alright, the sword is now fully leveled, finally. Huge W. I presume following the Sealy is probably a good idea, because if they place a Sealy in such an obvious place, usually the devs intend you to grab it while questing, so... Might as well. Yeah, the Sealys here look, yeah, very... Belaya. Where is the viewpoint, by the way? There has to be a viewpoint somewhere. I just don't know where it is. This seems like a... Oh my god. Ah, I didn't quite get the screenshot. Oh, there's a viewpoint. Can I try sitting here again? Does that give me a cinematic view again? Ah, I didn't. I didn't get the screenshot in time. That's unfortunate. Wait, let's grab the viewpoint. Snow Entombed Crownlands added to the archive. Yeah, I was like, where is the viewpoint? There has to be a viewpoint. Okay, this is a good view though. Right, it just doesn't make sense for there not to be a viewpoint if it looks this epic. Like, I say that I've gotten pretty good at, like, going like, there should be a viewpoint here. No, W key source. Where do you want me to go? There. I assume I can just follow this path? Oh,
自寻死路。其共舞时刻。无聊。
There we go. No, the drops. Oh, frick. Whatever. I didn't need them
拿
anyways.
去吧，忙这一趟怪辛苦的。
Hello, Miss Stegroshka?
一中邪影旋转，
枪更快。
跟上。
Okay, this time I grabbed it. And now we have to get up, somehow. Try using the ambient bollard. What does the bollard do, though? Oh, it probably gives stamina, doesn't it? The one that gives stamina. Also, let me just get some of this back. There we go. Stamina, I presume, is the one I want. No, I've used these before. I assume stamina is one we want. Probably, hopefully. Oh, fuck. That needs 40. That's cooked. Surely we can just tough it out. Okay, how does this work? Oh, I can climb up it. Oh, never mind, I cannot climb up it. What am I supposed to do there? I am going to freeze. Please send help. Okay, back to the pulsar field. Oh. Oh, I'm stupid. That's a ladder. Wait, you can't get up to the ladder. Can I climb these? Nope, that's no hitbox. But hello. How's it going? Struggling to climb up a wall. How do I get up there? You can place a zipline? Does the zipline go up? I'm glad to hear that. Okay. There's a zipline up there? Is there? This one goes up there. That's the wrong tower, isn't it? So launch pad maybe? Good thing I have the full 400 ice things I can use. Oh, launch pad it is. Okay. Okay. This is the place. One moment. I shall summon a train to take you to the Pale Crown Palace. Where am I from? I'm from Canada.
你拿去吧，忙这一趟怪辛苦的。
Alright. Records of the Order Bearer. According to the Old Sire's orders, we have introduced a small-scale blockage on the path to the Pale Crown Palace. This is quite strange. According to the previous custom, he would have the High Table do this. It seems he's no longer in good health, and his adopted children cannot hold back much longer. Or does this mean that this job is so important that it needs to remain beyond the reach of those gangsters? Is that why it's been left to us Energy Commission members to do some field work? The disguise is perfect. Even the most seasoned detective from the Transfer Bureau would not be able to detect any flaws. However, we tested the control console here. No abnormalities. Time to pack up and head back. Well, the games I played, on this channel, I mostly play Genshin and Starro, which I'm playing Genshin right now, and I will play Starro tomorrow. Not tomorrow, the day after. Summon the hidden tracks. Alright, yeah. I need to find a way so that, like, the command Nightbot doesn't show up on the chat menu. Okay, the description text hasn't changed at all, so let's just place Graye there. Is that... Okay, we are really Honkai Staroing this. Honkai Starro, but like ice. Don't think that's possible? I've seen on channels where the chat display doesn't include Nightbot. So it's very much possible, but it just isn't possible on Restream that I'm using. Is this my own train? Doesn't seem like it, is it? No, I don't think so. Find yourselves a seat. I will go start the train now. Yeah, this isn't my train, but board the train. Alright, this is gonna be cinematic. Bellabog? Well, it's more the floating train car. And Bellabog does not have any levitating train cars. I saw you told me to find a seat. Oh wait, actually, hold up. Before that, I need to grab the drops from earlier, and also, bonus drops here. There we go. I don't need this here. Can I delete this? There we go. Okay. Let's try that again. I have to sit on this side, not the right side. Whatever.
Tacos, you're amazing. Is there any train you can't? Okay. Not exactly. For some reason, the train's currently running essentially to keep their power systems, leaving no rooms for remote control. These early prototypes, though, still have the control interfaces. Why does Lumi look so sleepy? Oh. Oh, is that so?
Strange. Why is Paimon speaking so slowly? No, wait. Huh? Is it me? Oh, shit. Friends, we were created for a single moment, to call back those dreams flickering on the verge of extinction. Where am I? Wait, wasn't I just on the train? What the hell? Okay, that certainly seems to be the same eggshell that is in Flame Feather Valley, so this is probably the creation of Graye. Izmailov! Ha! Spacing out again, are we? We need to keep watch on this thing inside the egg at all times, remember? I wasn't spacing out, and the Proto-Man is in a highly stable state. Even in the gloom of the font of the Shadow Realm, he shines as brilliantly as a pearl. Then you weren't spacing out, you were worried. You're right, Azazel, there's too much to think about. There's no need for such concern. Your teacher, Miss Axinia, remained quite composed upon hearing of His Majesty's Tsar's passing. Oh, so this is right after the death of the Belitar. Oh, are you worried about something else? A newly ascended Tsaritsa. It is her attitude that concerns me. Right, she wasn't the biggest fan of the Fey aristocracy. Yeah. Her attitude towards those Fey nobles wallowing in moral and decadence, I doubt is anything favorable. I mean, her attitude toward... No, I mean, her... Okay. I've got the voice the wrong way. I mean, her attitude towards Velgamir. After all, our research has crossed into forbidden territory. The only reason we were allowed to continue before was His Majesty's tacit approval and protection, but our new Tsaritsa. Well, I've heard certain things. What kind of things? They're planning to ban anything related to alchemy. Yup. Velgamir has plenty of bioalchemy projects, so it's obvious those will be shut down, and if that happens, His Majesty's final aspiration will never be realized. Perhaps that would be for the best. I've forgotten what happened during the last experiment, and besides, His Majesty in the end also, never mind. You're right, Azazel, but I still need to think this through. Don't dwell on it, Izmailov. It's not our call to make. Besides, the higher-ups are meeting today. Once they've decided what to do, they will inform us. Is this a Shadow Realm? Paimon and the Graye are gone. There are two people up ahead. Maybe I should try talking to them. Something wrong, my dear Ismailov. You'd be in even better company if you didn't get distracted so easily. Oh. Damn. I keep feeling like someone's watching us. When I look back, there's no one there. Come on now. Ismailov, maybe you should keep your eyes on the things that matter. Speaking of which, Mr. Kose seems to have left in a hurry and forgotten to close his office door. Well, never mind. Once we're done recording the data, I'll close it for him. He can't see me. That's strange. Something feels off, and I don't quite belong here. I'm not feeling too uncomfortable. Maybe I should take a look around first. Where the hidden door was knocked. Okay. Strange. Stop staring at nothing. We still have a lot to do. This place doesn't give off good vibes. Oh, this place does, though. How am I supposed to get to that chest? Oh, whatever. What is in here? A lot of plants, apparently. Message. A note written in an elegant hand. I will be returning to the House of Hesperides for the next 2 days, so I'll leave the cat in your care. I can hardly trust the others with her, so given how absorbed they become in their experiments. I'm sure my colleague Koshe shares my respect for living things and will remember to feed my Lara. To key and specifically prepare cat food on your desk. I remember, my Lara only eats from her bowl. Please don't scatter her food on the floor. She won't eat anything off the floor. P.S. If I find that my cat has not been properly fed, or that she has somehow grown parts from another animal, I will find out who is responsible. Pavlina! Oh! Oh! 07s, but also, oh. Speaking of, we have been getting involved in at least 3 of the members of the Felgamir. Pavlina, is that the name of that Segoroshka on the mountain? Yes, they all used to be colleagues at Felgamir. Snegovic Laboratory Key. A needle-like key. It unlocks the laboratory doors of the Grand Duchess of the Snegoroshka within Felgamir. Cat food appears to be food prepared by Pavlina, the Grand Duchess of the Snegoroshka, for a cat named Lara who was kept within Felgamir. It smells rather tempting, but at the end of the day, it's just cat food, so it probably tastes like cardboard. Okay. Ooh, okay. So I assume each of these is a different person's office. This is Kostya's, I assume. The trees will line up. This will be Pavlina's, and that will make sense too. This premise, I feel like there's something inside it. Someone's notes. Okay. A note written in a cold, stiff hand with almost no variegation. The prisoners used as experimental material have already been handed over to Alvis. There is no doubt that the results of that experiment were incorrect. But is that what humans, is that what loveless fae should seek as love? Perhaps the Snegovic, incomplete in spirit as they are, truly could make use of this technology. To gain the love they lacked from the beginning, just as he told me, dreams that are too grand to have no meaning. Perhaps he was right. That power should have been ours from the start, as compensation. It was never meant to belong to Axinia's aberrant dream. I will stop here before Alvis accidentally comes across us again and causes more trouble. Find the source of the cat cries. Huh? Where's that coming from? Is it behind that painting? That's a dog. Shake picture frame? picture frame makes a faint creaking sound, but I can hear the cat's summing. Sound from behind the picture getting louder. Seems like something's falling off. Let's do that again. Crack. After some shaking, the picture frame comes out from its original perch. Let's pass right behind to find the source of the cat cries. Is that another room behind the
一忙
painting?
半天就为这个？
Oh, there's the cat. We found the cat. Oh, okay. The pass is blocked. I would need to find a way out. I mean, we didn't find a way in, so, but... Okay. Where are we now? Grand Duke... Hold up. Where's the notes? Oh, from here. Grand Duke Alvis's notes. Even after His Majesty's passing, Velgamir remains within my control. Perhaps is why His Majesty entrusted everything to me while he yet walked amongst us. An alchemist who knows only to trample life into the mud. A young Sneguroshka who dissatisfied with her own race. And... Axinia. The court jester whom His Majesty coddled all too much. How could they possibly survive this tumultuous situation on their own? They will still have to rely on my methods, will they not? Yet we Dumbledore were never ones to do business at a loss, Your Majesty, the great Belisard. Naturally, I will have the means to protect this secret chamber, sitting precariously as it does like an egg in an overturned nest. But all within it shall be mine to claim. Gonna go buy food? Okay. The great sighing in my mind has grown more frequent. The person in the egg, the creature who was created, dares to lecture me, yet his words are not bereft of sense. Hopefully we'll be back before it gets good. We'll see. I will have vengeance upon someone, yet this move must not be discovered by the one who sits upon the new throne. Okay, keeping this a secret from the Tsaritsa. The destruction of Kiteshgrad appears to me a perfect opportunity to avoid the cleansing directed at. Sejnaya will need a new Kiteshgrad, almost as, like a Nova Kiteshgrad. And that shall be my great work. Once accomplished, even the one on the new throne shall have no choice but to acknowledge me. Before that, I shall get a share I deserve. It is what he promised me. I must obtain that power. After that, once Noviki Tejgrad has been established, we can move Felgamir to that new city in secret. Everything here shall be of aid to my research, all so I can get closer to that person within my mind. Cat? Looks like it's starving, but according to what Pavina said earlier, it wouldn't eat unless the food is placed in its bowl. Too bad, there doesn't seem to be a food bowl nearby. Unnamed potion formula. That's something weighed against a feather. What makes matter cease to be matter? What allows transcender to transcend? Crested crystal ore should be the ideal material. It is power refined from the authority released, when the colossal beast of something from ages past lost control. So let me just check a few things. Making a substance whose nature most closely resembles the conditions surrounding the birth of something. Perhaps separated, everything is not the cause. For everything to be everything, what was divided must be gathered back into one. On the scale, so I need to try completing the experiment first. Okay, I guess we're experimenting. The needle on the scale looks very much like that cube picked up earlier, but it doesn't look like there's a way we can remove it. Is it being kept in place by something? A set of scales. There is a feather on the left pan, and something is supposed to go on the right. This looks like some sort of kind of ritual. The feather is probably just there to represent something as light as nothing. What matters is the right side. Something real, but with the same weight as nothing. A human heart. The things on the table are a reagent bottle, empty cup paper, silver blade, ore, and yellow crystal. Probably the yellow crystal, but let's do an empty cup first. A vessel is nothing inside, but the vessel itself still has mass. True. No, this shouldn't be on the other side of the scales. Paper. The paper is the same sort as a feather, but clearly this isn't the answer the owner of this device is looking for. Reagent bottle. This liquid is giving off a strange glow. It's like nothing I can put there will work for this ritual. Maybe there's another meaning behind the words in that note. Separated, everything is not the cause, or everything is to be everything. Well, we have to put everything together. I tried combining something together. Cast off the souls of the past, and it shall no longer be bound by the hidden veins of the planet. Cast off the will of the past, and it shall no longer be watched by the gaze above. Cast off the body of the past, and it shall no longer be worn away by the toil and turmoil of the mortal world. Following the note's instructions, you grind the yellow crystal and crescent crystal ore into a powder, and then add them to the reagent bottle. Then a new substance begins to form. A strange reagent. Even when I hold it in my hand, it doesn't feel like it weighs anything. Is it because the substance by nature transcends ordinary concepts? In work, this reagent has the exact properties as the blank that once reduced Kiteshkara to ruin. You hear a piercing voice echo through the room. This is a way to transcendence in the world. The restoration and reversal. All humans come from something. With this power in my hands, I can become like them. I can create. I can even command it all. He didn't lie to me. The man in the egg, he was right. I just need a way. I need to get him. Even one fragment will be enough. Your Majesty, this should be mine, shouldn't it? I, Alvis, deserve this much. His power is perfect. He is the answer I spent so long searching for. I simply must have him. I must have him. Huh, strange. That voice was now. Maybe it was the owner of this room. The pointer fell off. That's probably the key. It really is a key. Well, I guess we can finally get out of this room now. Leave. Sure. Alvis, why does that name sound familiar? You entered a strange space by means unknown. Is this some special shadow realm? It seems you have to find a way to get out of it. Investigate the area. Open the door. Huh? This cat can see me. No, it probably is just following the cat food. The cat is stuck. The cat is freaking stuck. Zavalod. The formula is perfect. I'm sure Grand Duke Alvis will praise the result of my hard work over the last few days upon his return. Let's rest here for a little while. The door's shut. If I can find some way to... Oh? Another bottle of reagent. Oh, there's your food bowl. Alright, let's get you fed first. Poor thing. Place cat food. And... Kablamo. Ah, the potion bottle next to me. Huh? What? The concoction! The concoction! Sorry about that. Oh, but the door opened. I should take a look. Poor guy. Ah, my concoction, you naughty little cat, honestly. Ah, great, now I have to prepare all over again. Ooh, light. Ah, close to perfection. Were Grand Duke Alvis to see you now, he too would be something. So it's her. Where the hell is this chest? Whatever. Yep, it's Axinia. Okay, I figured as such. Why is her item just sitting there?
They'll be absolutely stunned to learn I can upload your consciousness here, fully intact using ancient Hyperborean technology. Impressive technology indeed. Very well, let's call this lightweight portable device the Eye of Graye. That's what these goggles are called, but they are blue. Anyway, this feels really weird. I can't feel my arms or legs at all. Now that I'm inside this tiny little device, I can barely feel my own body. Is that Xenia from the past? The one speaking to her is the Eye of Graye from the past. That is to be expected. Your consciousness may have been uploaded into these goggles where your body is still what sustains your power and your existence. After all, your body is the true key to opening the new world. As that key, you're already a perfect work of creation. If only we could have gone further. But His Majesty, what a pity. Part of my body once belonged to His Majesty. Sometimes through fragments of his consciousness, I can see what he once saw. That's how I know. Oh, what? Okay, so Graye is partially constructed out of a part of the Belizar? If all goes smoothly, you will carry on his will and bring his grand design to completion. He would surely be pleased. Only if you can make me laugh so freely, Xenia, that's what he would say. And he would mean every word, not like when he speaks to that professor, with all those hollow pleasantries. Oh, Rotfang, no? A court jester gives everything to bring joy to her lord. That is her duty. Court Jester was merely a nominal title His Majesty gave you so you could come and go from the palace. It was only meant to keep people from resenting a human for being in his favor. You don't have to. I don't see anything wrong with the title. There's nothing laughable about it. Even now it still has its uses. Perhaps I could use it to gain entry to Zapolyani Palace and speak with the newly crowned Tsaritsa. Though by the time I came to court, she had long since departed. Perhaps she will understand His Majesty's will. Yes, Xenia. I should show you to my colleagues, just as you are now. Perhaps then they'll admit that every line of research has its worth. At the very least, Alvis will stand by me. Perhaps they will help me carry this great cause forward. Though I know our ideals do not align, all differences will ultimately return to a single path. In the end, true understanding will come. They will help me, won't they? Yes. Xenia, they will. Yeah. This is the only thing I do for him, and the only meaning my life has ever had. I must have the Proto-Man. Have you. No, I beg you. Please take the place His Majesty was meant to hold in the original plan. Please become the ruler of this planet. The what of the what now? For a grand undertaking like this, why should I need anyone else's approval or support? Maybe I can carry on the final experiment on my own. What is this POV? A grand vision, yes, but then what? No, how could you? Can't you see? This is such a terrible betrayal. Alvis, Koshe, Pavlina, you've forgotten why we came here. Forgotten that grand radiant vision. You've forgotten the grace he gave us, the glory he granted us. Oh! You cast me out, but no matter. I will return, no matter how long I have to spend in that shadow realm beyond beginning and end. I cannot understand. Why? Why would you destroy the grand undertaking we were meant to build? Just for your own selfish reasons? Why would you turn away from the path you were meant to follow? Damn. Also did not realize that she has lipstick. This cannot be how it ends. Even now, I don't hate them. I just feel sorry for them. You hear someone say this. At some point, she has appeared, watching her past self fall into the shadow. But everything will get back on the right path eventually, like light passing down through different mediums. It may look like it's taking a crooked path, but in truth, it's always taking the fastest, best one. Have you forgotten, friends? We were created for a single moment, to call back those dreams flickering on the verge of extinction, to let the phantom-like children of daylight lead us into tomorrow, where we would laugh and spin, circling the soul seat upon the court of the stars, and build a pure nation, a homeland born from everyone's love, build what would become a carefree courtyard for humanity alone. Okay, we're back now.
Traveler, are you okay?
Oh, we're still on the road.
You sat down and then just froze up all of a sudden.
I did sense a slight disturbance in your mind, but your physical reading didn't change at all. You told them about what you saw in the Shadow Realm. There have been experimental reports of certain Shadow Realms affecting only the mind, while leaving the body in the physical plane untouched. But such cases are exceedingly rare.
Traveler's always seeing weird stuff out of nowhere. So you saw that place or whatever from like 500 years ago?
Oh, Paimon can see too. Adorable. Velgamir.
You saw Velgamir from 500 years ago and Goggles from the past too? So, Goggles, does any of what Traveler saw sound familiar?
My apologies, I do not remember much of what happened back then. I cannot even clearly recall that such an argument or such a conversation took place before I entered the Shadow Realm.
I see. But that means we can confirm Goggles really did have a body before, right?
Yes, based on what Traveler heard in that conversation, that does put me much more at ease.
Maybe Goggles' body is still somewhere in the center of Velgamir, just waiting for him.
But didn't his body already become that thing we picked up before?
Then the last piece was in the center of Velgamir.
I hope so. Then I may be able to remember more and return my original body sooner. We will soon be arriving at the Pale Crown Palace. Please be mindful of any jolts as we pull in.
No problem. Paimon's always floating, so a few bumps won't scare Paimon.
Oh, we are in the shooter mode. You have a new message from the Eye of Grail.
Oh, here we are, the Pale Crown Palace.
Ooh, looks gorgeous. No, not the right place. There we go. Can't use an NRE in here, I just realized that's cooked. Regarding Velgamir's past status, gathering information related to Velgamir's past state, do you have any questions? Tell me about Pavlina. Pavlina, Princess of the Snegorochka, one of the primary researchers. She could use her superlative Prime-Ice construction skills to create facilities with temperatures suitable for research. It seems that she once preserved many items obtained from Hyperborean ruins using Prime-Ice techniques at His Majesty the Belisar's behest. Regarding Velgamir's past status, do you have any other questions? Tell me about Koshte. Material regarding Koshte turns up. A verdict from 530 years ago. An enforcement office regarding the verdict on the defendant was charged with using living fae for alchemical experiments. The defendant's name was Koshte. The evidence was solid, but there exists no record of his final execution. Perhaps he simply shares a name with this Koshte. Besides this, no other records are available. Tell me about Alvis. The Grand Duke of the Domovoy. This is the member for whom the most information may be found. He was one of the Fae who set out from Oltitechgrad alongside the Belisar on a westward expedition. However, it seems he has recently passed away. Recently? Damn. Regarding Velgamir's past status, do you have any other questions? Were the people of Velgamir on bad terms? This is not within the limited memories I can presently call upon. They were quite close. Do you mean to ask about what you saw at the end about Axinia being betrayed? It is quite strange, I agree. The four of them should have had a very good relationship. They had different ideologies, certainly, but that should not have ended in betrayal all the same. This may be something worth looking out for. Regarding Velgamir's past status, do you have any other questions? We are good for now. Very well. Well, we start off with absolutely 0 ammo. That's great. So let's just reload both of our guns before we do anything. Oh, okay. To gaze upon the dreaming pale crown, the stone beasts like ghouls unseated. Finally, we track down the fragment of the Eye of Godai's power from inside the mausoleum that was once the Belitar's itinerant court. I have never thought I would see the terms itinerant court in Genshin ever, but sure. Can't get into the front door, can we?
The entrance is completely covered in snow. Looks like we'll have to find another way in.
I've already identified another possible route for you. Okay. There's a thing apparently I can shoot at somewhere, but I don't see it, so I'm gonna assume it's not something I can shoot at right now. Okay, easy enough. Unfortunately, they do not drop drops, which is... That's whatever. Okay. I presume we're gonna need to put this here. No? Oh, we're supposed to just break this. Whoops. Give me that. Melee range enemy in a gunfight. See, the thing is, right? When I'm in regular combat mode, I have the confidence to run past enemies, but when I'm in shooter mode, I feel like I should probably shoot at all the enemies I see. I don't have to feel bad because they aren't even real living Fae. They are shadows of dead Fae. Wait, let's just stock up on ammo. There we go. That in case that does anything. I just realized any two gun combination is gonna give you cryo. Because the grenade launcher can... What the fuck? The grenade launcher can also do cryo. Monument of the Entwined Stars White Birch. And the monument that is close to being swallowed up by the Stars White Birch. Get too close to it and you will get ensnared yourself and become unable to activate the monument. Maybe try again after creating some distance first. I tried shooting at it from afar, but then you didn't let me. Am I missing a monument? Oh well, it's fine. I can't almost sight, which is really annoying. I'm like that one, you know what, I just grabbed this Oculus. I'm not really bothered on saving any bit of exploration here. Hopefully this region is a bit less creepy than... Well, it's already Tomb, so I guess those kind of ships already sailed on that department, but... Hopefully, yeah, this place is a lot less creepy than the last region where you forced to only do gun. Open the palace gates. Also, surely we can shoot whatever thing we need to shoot from here, right? Oh yeah, there it is. Alright, open sesame. Ooh, looks fancy.
Huh, there's another door inside.
That should lead to the royal ball, but we need to find a way to open it, then pass through the ball. Hall of the Tsar's Palace.
Hey, on that statue.
That is very sharp of you, Paimon. We need to find a way to return it to its original place to open the door. The mechanism has been reactivated. The door is waiting for you. I don't like music that sounds like heartbeat. Makes me paranoid. Ooh, this looks fancy though.
The door's open. Ah, that thing over there.
That is the very first Kresnik torch.
The very first, we can light it up then. Paimon's feeling a little chilly right now.
It should work. It looks like the mechanism that starts it up isn't working anymore. But there has to be another way. Prototype Kresnik torch. A Kresnik prototype constructed at the Pale Crown Palace and the very first torch used to light up the place. However, the antique mechanism is no longer in working order, can only be turned on or off by striking it from a distance.
每件物品都有价值。
Like what? Oh. Try giving a tap. Hit the crystal. That's the smell I bore. Ha! Who dares disturb one's slumber this time? Oh fuck. Be gone in the name of Zver, who whatever. Those are all whatever. I can't read and shoot at the same time. These guys are too far away to be a threat to me. I like open areas where we can just snipe enemies from afar. Give me more of that.
每件物品都有价值。
Give me more of this as well. There's a lot of water. I guess this place would be flooded if it's sold as ice and snow when you just like... Yeah. That chest probably respawns, right? Yeah, it does. Oh, that's good. Oh, 10 frag crystals. That's a record, I think. I think the previous record was 9. Goes through the Royal Hall. Find a way to track down the fragment of the eye. Okay. Is there a thing above me? Oh yeah, sure is. I don't like music that like sounds like a heartbeat because again it makes me paranoid and I don't like being paranoid. Okay, are we gonna sit on the throne or something? The door at the back of the royal hall appears to be shut.
What do we do now?
Please wait a moment. I sense that there may be a port in front of the throne I can connect to. Oh, that's a gun piece. It's right here.
How's it going, Goggles?
I've gained access to the mechanism. Alright, the way to unlock the door here is more or less the same as the main entrance. Let the two-headed beast, guardian of that most majestic corpse, return to its rightful place.
The two-headed beast? Are we talking about the statue back in the entrance? Someone seems to hear a door opening over there. Oh, look inside the room. There's another statue that looks just like the one at the entrance. Kind of the rightful place, huh? I'm guessing now we'll have to move those statues onto this mechanism right here, don't we?
It certainly appears to be the case, Paimon. I think I saw a gun. Yeah, there we go. +1 furnishing blueprint. Yo, let's go. Is that the last part of the... Yes, it is. Let's go. Our first completed gun. Gun sight. Unlocks an advanced aiming mechanism. Additionally, when a race spear hits an opponent, it will cause this opponent's cryo and physical res to decrease by 30% for 8 seconds. And when we get the full thing in Bracer mode, charge for longer to consume 3 attempts at once to unleash an even more powerful Conflux Race Spear attack. This deals cryo damage at 600% attack. After unleashing a Conflux Race Spear in this manner, your farmer will reload automatically. Tundra Gunsmith 3. Huge. Ooh, look at that. We have a freaking sideline here now. That's good. That's cool. Still don't have a teleport waypoint in here, by the way. I hope I noticed there's these purple particles in there. That surely can't be good. Why are we swimming? Ooh, common chest.
格外有用的物资。
Always check your corners. Alright. Where are the enemies at? Oh, there they are.
出现
Let's reload for 2 because I can.
注意节奏。
Sniped.
每件物品都有价值。
Managed to stop the combat before the music even stops.
Seems like weird ice pillars.
If we wish to use ice pillars, statues, we'll have to shoot the furnace core in the main hall to freeze the water, and then... Okay, fine. So it just instantly freezes. Jeez. Wait, hold up. Question. Okay. Okay, no, look at the warm spar. When it turns on,
冲撞！
it's not cold, and it's 0 bars cold, and when it's on, it's 1 bar cold. W detail. We probably want to break this. Yeah. Probably need to delete some of this. Place the ice cube like right here. Oh, I'll take this.
格外有
Need
用的物
more
资。
ammo. Oh, never mind. Full on ammo. Is that too far? I see. No, it's fine, right?
Alright, now we can push the statues and the mechanisms over to the throne too.
Surely this is gonna be fine, right? Oh, okay. W stopped right here. How convenient. Oh, right, because there's a ledge here. Okay, W. Let me get up there now. That's on the fact that I have to turn this on again. Okay, that's maybe this way? Nope, not this way, because whoever designed this palace does not know how to design palaces. I'll take the luxurious chest, though. Go. Where do I have to go? Maybe do I have to go back over here? I don't think there's a way to get across there, is there? I need to get up there. Well, let's just give this a try. Okay, that's nowhere near enough. Okay. How am I supposed to get there? Am I stupid? Oh, I might actually be stupid. Okay, yeah, I'm stupid. Tutorial. We read that. We read that. You'll be able to open the door by returning to their original position. Yep. Check corners. Whatever the hell's happening there doesn't... I don't know. Check this area for enemies.
Feels like we have to find a way to get the statue up there.
Oh, okay, that's great. Maybe we can use a cresting torch. Prototypes here. Yes, probably. There's no enemies here, that's good. Okay, alright. You freeze this thing. Oh my god, what the hell? Oh, that was the Shadow Wing drop. I might be stupid. Okay. Let's push this thing along. Oh, it's like Animo and Electros, just like the stellar reactions. Does that work? Or did I push it too far? Oh no, it works. Ooh, give me that.
不错的收获。
How do I move this? What do I need to do? Do I need to... Do I need to shoot it again? Probably. Yeah, and it probably needs to be all ice, doesn't it? And then that goes all the way down, right? Sure, seems like it. Oh. Okay. W Columbina. Was that necessary? Okay. God, I have to push. For a second, I thought this thing reset, and that would have been really annoying. Okay. Fine. We'll play it your way. Huh? What's going on? Isn't this... Am I... Ah, just like how I was at Felgamir earlier, this place is also in the past. What the hell is happening over here? Is that part of the Belisar's body? Am I in Belisar POV?
Your Majesty, I am pleased to report that the first experiment has been completed. The great hypothesis is about to be proven right. With the continued cultivation, we shall soon witness the birth of a complete prototype of the primordial human. The first experiments have been completed, you say? Yes, Your Majesty. We found that the test subject entered a realm of boundless joy, where they never suffer sorrow or distress again. That sounds poor. Doesn't sound good. And they never woke up again. No, they never did wake up again, but that's entirely logical, given that the realm they entered was no mere dream, Your Majesty. We are speaking of a butterfly breaking free of its cocoon, or a bird bursting from its shell. This reminds me of Golden Slumber. And by breaking free, they have left all the pain and sorrow arising from desires and fixations behind like a useless cocoon. All that remains is a broken dream, a pain that's blurry yet indistinct as a shadow. That new courtyard, Axinia, is that the world of your dreams? The one you seek to reach? Your will is my will, Your Majesty. Is that so? Well then, will you embark on this final part of your plan, I shall require more time than that before I can do that, however, I'd expect everything to be ready by the time your majesty returns victorious from the front.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I am certain that your majesty will return victorious.
Oh. Oh. Yes, I shall, Aksenia, and you may rest easy, for Sver shall accompany me. It will never abandon me, no matter what. What is Sver?
That certainly is true.
Oh, so this is Sver. Okay, I see. The thing I saw, okay, the thing we saw is Sver.
In that case, I shall stay here to wait for you, your majesty. I shall remain here until your majesty's wish has been fulfilled, until your will has been done.
What is it, traveler? You're doing it again, just standing there, staring blankly like a dummy.
Did you see something again? I saw something from the past.
You did see, do you see anything that made you uncomfortable or something?
No, not at all.
Alright, in that case, the door to the palace rose hall is already open. Come on, let's keep moving.
Are you not curious in the slightest what I saw? So let's turn this on. Alright, continue onward. Sure, let's keep going. Oh?
Great, the door's open. Oh, those are some strange-looking monsters back there.
They are man-made monsters, created by Kose at Velgamir back in the day.
Then what about the creatures that were just talking? Paimon thought we'd seen them by now.
That's Zver, or the Beast. It is one of many of Kose's bioalchemical creations, and the leader of the man-made monsters. Why can we not see anything? Why are we in Silent Hill now? I was promised that this quest wouldn't make me paranoid. Back then, Kose created a number of prototypes using the same materials, but of these prototypes, the only ones that turned out to have a shred of intelligence were Zver, and this is strange, I don't seem to be able to recall it now. Kose deemed Zver nothing more than a half-formed creation, so he chose to abandon it. In the end, that unfinished form were fused with seeds of other monsters, molding it into its present shape. Truly, it should have been destroyed back then. But before it could be unmade, the Belisar, believing that no being with sentience should be so discarded, decided to take the creature into his service. It is said that it was there who dragged the Belisar's body back from the battlefield, even though it itself was gravely injured at the time. That is the reason it loathes Kose so. I thought it had already perished somewhere, quietly unnoticed, but no, this is excellent news. Never did I imagine that I would be standing watch over the Belisar's body all this time, in this minor palace that is now effectively a mausoleum.
Oh, Paimon finally understands why nobody is supposed to come here without asking first. Maybe everyone who snuck in without permission got totally scared off by that beast.
It's too dangerous to venture further to Paleground Palace. There.
That's alright, we're already here anyway. We'll definitely get you your body back.
If it comes around again, we'll just fight it off. Alright, I believe you, Traveler, and you too, Paimon. We'll have to stay alert from now on. The creature is likely to appear again. Please leave this matter to me. Find the way up. Okay. That's, Yeah, I knew something was wrong with that bridge. That's way too, nondescript of a bridge for nothing to happen.
Guessing we didn't have a cliff below us or something.
We do.
每件物品
Artifact
都
inventory check. Oh, down.
价值。
You have a new event? Nope, new to temper the selfless journey far. Okay, fair enough. I need more water. I can't believe I spotted that, by the way. Don't think there are too many others I can see right now. That. Oh! Ah! See, this is why I always pay attention to my environment around me. I'm very prone to getting jump scared if I'm freaking playing any sort of shooter. Especially when I'm like not expecting anything.
暂时休整。
Find a way up, you say. Oh, there's one. So there's too much else there. Okay, we go up. There we go.
格外有用的物资。
Okay, I guess we keep going up. Surely this elevator won't malfunction on this, right? Surely this elevator won't have any enemies on it. See, this is what I mean by, like, I hate things that make me paranoid, because I am already paranoid. Oh my god. Are you kidding me? W Hoyo for making the hitboxes do that. Check the suspended tower. Where? There. Find a way to track down the fragment. Okay, it's still the same. Look out, a flying unit's approaching. Okay.
改变模式。
There we go.
冲撞。
That's another man-made monster? This is one of the many kinds, yes.
第二状态。
Before the onslaught of dark beasts, they fought the abyss under the command of Zver, but most of them possessed little awareness, known only to obey the command of their leader, Zver. Every time I see this long bridge, I know some shenanigans is bound to happen. Like, these games don't ever put you on a long bridge for any good reason. Who died? My sanity when the freaking I got jump scared by a few monsters. Oh fuck. Okay, stop sliding, Lumine. Okay, we're going up there. Okay, I should be going back this way. I was trying to grab a chest, turn around, saw two things immediately, and that's why I always do, because that was like the one time I forgot to do a 360 every time I enter a new room. Right? Every time I'm like in like a first person or third person shooter, like shooting game, I always anticipate enemies. Like when I enter every room. Again, I'm paranoid. Do I have the triple charge? Yep, I just yoinked it from the room before. What? I missed that? What the hell? Yeah, right. That chest I will get at a later point. I saw that was another bad thing.
That thing over there looks really familiar.
That seems like another crescent torch. That's because you also saw it in the Royal Hall. The knock on it should change the way it looks. Okay. Perhaps we should check if the transmission pathways are connected. Oh. Wait for what?
Yes, no, I'm out of the way. Alright, now we can get through.
This thing? Probably. Looks like it. It looks very similar to the one in the cave. But I feel like my amount of bullets on this gun also gone down even though I haven't used it at all. I'm just grabbing this. I miss Elemental Sight when you can see if this is an elevator or something. What the hell's happening over there? I'm supposed to be going over here, right? Yeah. Also, yep, there we go. Check for enemies.
That's weird. Wait, didn't we already see the cosmic torch? What is it doing in the ice here?
I detected a heat leak somewhere. Maybe check the pipes around us. Here. What do you want me to do about it? What do you want me to do about it?
So there really was a leak. If they only we can find a way to plug it somehow.
Yeah, if only. What do you want me to do? Cube. Because the snow in front of the thing melted. Okay, there we go. The pipes do carry water. Yep. Oh yeah, I figured as such. Don't worry, don't worry. I can figure things out intuitively on my own. Go somewhere higher up. Okay, we'll just keep going higher up, sure. When in doubt, go up, I guess. One of these times they're gonna place enemies right here on the door frame waiting for me. I swear. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Please be careful. There are on Severe's order to stop us. Okay. What did I say? This is why I am paranoid. I sense, Zver, that we are getting closer to Zver. That's good to know. Okay, is there anything to do about it? Would be great if there's something to do about it.
I saw you just like the one in the hall. Do we have to push this one somewhere too?
What does that rotate? Oh. Alright, Zver? Is Zver gonna show up right now? No? Okay. We have to shoot that, right? To get that on there, because this is not gonna end up on there. Wait, don't use a grenade launcher? No. When I do the end game, the Edge of Survival, I probably will. But when I'm out in the open world, I like having Stellar Conduct so that I can have Pulsar Field that stops me from freezing in the worst case. Also, I like the vibe of this gun a lot more. I don't actually like the mechanics of it much more, but the vibes is better. Alright, Zver, show up. Pull up right now.
I don't know why, but the higher we get, the more anxious Paimon gets. Hey, that creature knows how to talk to us, maybe we can reason it, and won't see as intruders barking anymore. It's gonna hop in right now. As long as we communicate, we can reach understanding. Perhaps it is truly as Miss Paimon says. Something in the quite right. Traveler, I take the high energy project. I have warned you to people time and time again, and yet you continue. Give me time to read you. Hello. What are we doing? Why are we getting picked up? Boy. Can we get a softer landing, please? Oh, what? Okay, okay. Chuck that over at you. And then we do this. Destroy the animal orbs? Sure. This is a waste of the things. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. There we go. Okay, this is easy. But we're still gonna just bam, bam, bam. Okay. Oh, down into the abyss. Okay, whatever. Oh, okay. Are we supposed to run or are we supposed to fight? Oh, something wrong. Wait, the tower's swaying. The floor is collapsing.
Oh, fuck. I recommend using a stairs to get to higher ground. Please go. Okay, yeah. I gotcha. Where the hell are? Oh, hello. Let's get some zappy zaps out. You remind me of the freaking Stygian. Oh my god. This is why you have two guns. Oh my god, this is why. Okay. Okay, well, does that do it? You miserable cur! I know you're in there! I know you're hiding inside that tiny little mechanism like the coward you are! Could I backseat gaming? I read none of that because I was in combat. I saw you were long dead! Come out! Then, come out and show yourself! It seems that we were both mistaken then. Is that what you've turned into? How pathetic. A pity I won't get to see that face of yours again. It's worth far more to me than the rest of your existence. Is this the new mistress you have chosen, or is she simply just another meticulously chosen sacrifice of yours? Oh, blonde-haired human, do you really know what you are doing? I'm just helping someone find something they lost, that's all. Hard to believe that a person as powerful and yet pure of heart as you actually exists in this world. But must I warn you, that companion of yours inside that mechanism, they might not be as trustworthy as you think. So whenever Zver talks, does he have one voice or two voices? I assume to save energy, he only uses one mouse to talk at a time.
You can take your nonsense and shove it, you two-headed freak. We are traveling with Goggles here, and we already become friends. Don't you dare speak ill of them.
Goggles? Fine then, Goggles. Would you like to tell your new friends over here about your friends from before? I don't know. Do you really not know? So you really have no inkling. Ha! That woman was pushed into the Shadow Realm where your body was split up into three. That is why you don't have all your powers now. My throat is fucking dying. I did not bring enough water for this. You don't remember a thing because you don't have all your powers. I cannot believe this. This is beyond absurd. The grand power of fate, like a spinning thread, it allows no escape. You may have lost all your memories, and yet you have returned and now stand here. Before that wretched and broken body of yours. Zver,
All I want is to retrieve what is mine. What are you talking about? Nothing you held was truly ever yours. Everything you ever had came from His Majesty. Our flesh, our blood, the very seed of consciousness that was rooted into the core of our beings. They were all given to us by Him. I see. So I am a prototype, just like you. Except that I was a failed specimen, and you eventually became the vessel for the key. But you should have never remained in existence. Your consciousness should have been erased long ago. The key. His body, that is. The only thing in existence that are meaningful are his body, his flesh and blood. Because he was a perfect creation grown in His Majesty's likeness. Oh? What? The only other things worth anything at all be his face. It looked exactly like the Tsar in a painting of him as a child.
Belisar face reveal? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But if I were to see that face again, I would tear it with my teeth and swallow it whole.
Why would you do that? You and I, we are clearly the same.
You and I, we are not the same. I am the beast in service of Belisar. Zver was the name His Majesty bestowed upon me. I was the one who received his acknowledgement and praise. I was the one whom he promised glory everlasting. Though I had a useless, hopelessly ill-shapen form, he ensured that my existence did not go to waste. I was the one who followed His Majesty to every battlefield, the one who resisted the dark tide of the abyss alongside the monster and fate. And I was the one who brought his lifeless body back to that pitch-black ruin.
Plays her best as to what Belisar looked like? It would be crazy if it looked something close to Ihor. I doubt it, but you never know. I'm going to bet the color scheme will probably look more like the Tsaritsa. Giant double boy, no.
Maybe I should have, right then and there. Oh, Your Majesty, I've watched over your long sleeping body for 5 centuries now. I believe it is finally time for me to follow in your footsteps. I have, right up to the very end, fulfilled my vow. Even the very final moment of my life shall be for your sake. And you? Ha! You pitiable fool! You have become the most pathetic of us all. We may share the same flesh and blood, but we are not brothers. You, Proto-Man, don't even have a name to call your own.
Oh, my throat is actually gonna... Oh, of course, gonna snap. And with that, the beast with 2 heads fall limp. My throat actually feels sore. The sheer will, rather than bodily strength, that has held it up all this time, drains away. 07. In an instant, its form dissipates like fine sand into the wind, as a faint cry fades into the dust. Here comes that feeling again. This is another memory from the past? Yes, I am seeing Sver from the past now.
Your Majesty, you wish to see me. How may I serve you? Or is this regarding that incident involving the human noble the other day? The one where I executed without authorization. I beg you to.
Dispense with the terror. I have no intention to strike you down. The details of the matter is already known to me. Aksinian and Korsier has given their report. The eldest son of the house Solovyov chanced upon something he shouldn't have, and the fault clearly lies with the 2 of them. Solovyov. Solovyov. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Because I am thinking that. Is this where Solove came from? Not Solove? Okay. Okay, just to check. Because, yeah. This sounds like Solove would be related to these guys, so maybe not. Your actions have spared Kosi and the others a rather significant headache. Solove, okay.
Me, by helping him, was the furthest thing from my mind. I only acted to ensure that your majesty's private affairs remained entirely inviolable.
Oh god, my sword actually hurts doing that voice. And yet, you owe your very existence to him, Sver. Perhaps he alone deserves the title of your father. Oh, that's not something he wants to hear.
That is indeed true, your majesty. It was he who created me, gave me this deficient mind, and a tongue with which to speak. Yet that has not stopped him from looking upon me as a flawed creation that should have been destroyed from the very beginning, your majesty. Must a creation ever bend the knee to his creator? Surely even an imperfect being like myself cannot be expected to endure the neglect, the contempt, and the unending wrath of the one who fashioned me. Must the thing created always walk the path its maker has laid out, and bow his every caprice? I wasn't speaking of it.
None of that bears weight here, Sver. None of it. Also, interesting that this applies to the Belisar. God, my vocal cords actually hurts. None of that bears weight here, Sver. None of it. There are times when the sole matter of consequence is the path one resolves to take. And once that path is taken, one never looks back. For that alone is a matter of consequence.
Your Majesty, I fear I have misspoken, and for that I extend my deepest apologies.
Think no more of it. I too have now bound myself to a chosen path, and shall know the touch of doubt no longer. O Sver, my forgiveness is yours, though you may hold no need for such grace to begin with. I forgive you for not following the orders of your creator.
Your Majesty, I accept your forgiveness, but solely for the sake of the one who offers it. I accept your forgiveness solely because I have chosen to shoulder the burden of your expectations, and because I am fully aware that my life belongs to you, and that I shall one day surrender it to you. Though no one exacted this deed from me, I hope when the moment comes, you remember that this choice too was entirely my own.
Indeed, Sver, my adorable friend, I shall never forget what you have told me today. Emotional function detected. It is of the same kind as before.
Are you seeing strange things again?
The closer we get to the upper levels of the Pale Crown Palace, the greater the effect this place has on the traveler. And the traveler's perception capabilities are clearly keener than most. But thankfully, it does look like it does not look like this will have any ill effects on her.
Oh yeah? Traveler, did you see...
You recount what you saw.
Someone talking about Sver. What is it, Goggles? Do you just remember something?
I suspect it was a Belisar who spoke with Sver. I mean, yeah, if Sver is referred to as Your Majesty, then like, okay, whatever. Although it's been 500 years, he might have left something behind here. However, his motives in doing so remains entirely unclear to me. I fear the only way I can remember is to recover all my powers.
So, Goggles, Eye of Gray isn't your name then?
Perhaps it's just the name of this device, and I simply assumed.
Never mind about that. That Sver freak was probably just sprouting total nonsense anyways. Maybe you'll actually know your real name once you get all your powers back.
May that be the case. But what should we call you in the meantime, then? Since my consciousness is housed inside this mechanism, either an Eye of Gray or Goggles would do fine. Again, it's not like Goggles, a monocle, whatever.
Alright, so Goggles, let's start looking for your missing parts right now. They must be somewhere around here, right?
God, I need more water in a moment. Go to Felgemir. Okay, we're going back, I guess. Allegedly there's a thing to shoot over this way. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Need more bullets. Oh wait, do these two guns share the same bullet count? Wait, hold up. I need to test something real quick. Yes, they do. These two guns share the same bullet count. Yeah, his real name is Bobby Bobovich. That's, yeah. True. Certified by true Session Patriots. That bridge looks suspicious. Oh, dear God. That scared me. I swear, anytime you see a long bridge like this, some shenanigans happen on the bridge. But anyways, I need to grab some water. I'm getting lightheaded. Be right back. Let's see, there's always in the sentence it goes, halt, you shall not pass. If that happens, I will glorp in a very positive way. And then we turn around and go take a vacation in nice sunny Nalon. Alright. Let's keep going. We are going up the layers. Oh, we already have the teleport waypoint here? Okay. Alright, shenanigans? No shenanigans. Oh.
Oh, where are we?
You were actually right, Miss Paimon. This place used to be Fogomir. Okay, I guess that Paimon line was supposed to play, but then they got changed. And one part of my body is now inside that shattered egg. -1 Sarisa, -1 vacation. I'm more bummed about the -1 Sarisa. Alright. We're about to go into where we were earlier, right? The ruined Felgomir. Oh my god! Am I a horrible person for saying this looks better than it did in the initial flashback? Take.
Oh, look, this is a piece of goggles, and someone left a note next to it. Alvis has paid the price for his crime of defiling the sacred form, and a flesh of blood taken from the Covacious Double has been recovered from Nova Kadeshgrad. Oh! Is that why Alvis is recently deceased? Right. So Axinia just recently broke out of the Shadow Realm and then, okay. Took care of Alvis. Hold on. So does that mean that this piece of Gago's body wasn't here all this time?
Alright, Axinia, show up. Analysis of this handwriting indicates that the author is Axinia. Novokitachgrad is of course a rather long way away from here. That might explain why I have never been able to sense or detect this piece of my body.
Huh, so she was the one who brought this piece back from, Novokitachgrad. That's a city southeast of Netrograd, Paimon thinks. Alright, didn't Natochka say that she used to live in Novokitachgrad?
Yes. And so do Linnea's parents. Right? I think. Maybe probably around there. Or am I like missing something? I could be wrong. No. The Fae parents. Not the human parents. Like Selena's parents. I think they're in Novokitachgrad. I mean, they are said to be in Tundra somewhere, I think. Novokitachgrad was mentioned somewhere, but I could also just be hallucinating that, and so I don't know.
I wonder who this Elvis is.
I definitely heard that name somewhere, Felgomir in the past.
I was like, me, Felgomir, you saw it before entering the Pale Crown Palace, the one in the past? Was Elvis one of the people you saw there?
No, but I don't think I actually saw him. Elvis was the Grand Duke of the Domovoy. Though he was indeed a member of Felgomir, there's not much more I can recall at the moment, unfortunately.
Well, no matter who he was, judging from that note, it seems probably didn't end well for him. Oh look, there's another line written on the back. It says, the final mission is thus: return the flesh and blood of the king and begin the new era with a key.
What does that even mean? Given that my body is already shattered, I would not be able to reconstruct it even if I had all my powers back. I'll have to place it somewhere. I am starting to think that reconstructing this guy's body isn't as simple as just putting together the body like this guy sounds like. I feel like at this point reconstructing the body is like a euphemism for something now. That's the vibes I'm getting. Like, it's starting to think that there might be a lot of side effects that comes with rebuilding this guy's body. It could be just me, but that's the vibe I'm getting.
Oh, so you mean collecting the pieces and putting them in the same room alone won't do it? We have to bring them someplace, huh?
I thought we just have to put the pieces together ourselves.
Oh, come on, how are we supposed to put these round things together? Wait, let's rewind a second. So we want to fix goggles. Where were you supposed to take the pieces to?
Shatter the flesh and blood, or rebuild the sacred form. Reforge the key and knock the door on the other side. Return the flesh and blood of the king. Return them to the Court of Bliss.
The Court of Bliss? And where is that?
That? Question mark? It's right there. I don't know, elation. Oh! On one side a palace, on the other a tomb. Complete. My club is still blocked, by the way. Pebble of crystalline essence. An egg-shaped stone infused with the power required for the Eye of Graye to reclaim his physical form. Once divided and seized by the Domovoy Grand Duke Alvis, its power was acquired by Xenius through unknown means. I think the means are decently known, judging from what the information we have. And placed within the hollow remains of Felgomir. Hidden within it may lie the secret of how, through rebirth, a mere mortal might transcend into a more perfect being. Why is this not put together with the rest of these? This bugs me. But, okay, whatever. Well, there's that chest we saw earlier. How do we get up? Do we have to take the side way up? I don't remember how to get up. Oh, all the plants and stuff has died. That's unfortunate. Oh, there, I'm blind. I thought the order was not line up with sigil order. Well, yeah. It's fine. It doesn't bother me that much. I've seen it on Reddit already. That one doesn't bother me that much. Anyways.
Does this mean that the flesh and blood must be brought back in front of this door? Is that how this door can be opened?
Alright, an ark that used to be a soul. Open the door leading to the Court of Bliss. You must obtain the power that was separated from the Eye of Graye so that the eye can return and regain its body.
格外有用的物资。
Enable. This is where the entrance to the Court of Bliss is. Should I try to return my powers to this place and open the gate? Yes, it's time to return. Let's perform the return ceremony then, and open the gate to the courtyard. Ah, what? Okay. Hold to consume pressing energy, open the door to the Court of Bliss. Okay. W animation.
You're finally in. That felt really cold just now. We should really reconstruct Goggles' bodies now, right? Hold on, where's Goggles?
I've Graye? Oh, cooked.
What's going on? Even those blue lenses have disappeared.
There is no cause for concern. The once fragmented body, along with the consciousness bound to inanimate matter, have all returned to where they rightfully belong. You may leave the Eye of Graye in my keeping for a time. In my estimation, it is a form of homecoming for it, anyhow.
Accentia, it's you.
Yes, I'm glad to see that you remember my name, Paimon.
Goggles.
Don't worry, he'll come too. Just maybe not so soon, that's all.
So he's getting his body back, right? Goodness knew he'll be getting his original human form.
No, he will not. He will inhabit another's form and metamorphose into the true Proto-Man. I suppose this might be slightly different from what you imagined.
Hold on, it's all a little confusing. Didn't he want his old body back?
Not really. Well, who are you? Sandrone?
Not really.
Like... He knows nothing because he has completely forgotten the past. To think that reclaiming his old body is the only thought driving him. Perhaps that in itself is a cruelty. But reclaiming his old body was never his true purpose from the beginning. Oh, you get chairs now, okay. This was all merely preparation for assimilating into and reforging a form of even higher order. This is something he should come to comprehend once his memories is made whole.
Assimilating and being changed into a form of an even higher order, are you saying that his body and powers will all get into someone else's body?
Yes, that would be right.
But how's that gonna happen when his body's already gone?
I see now, you're thinking of using Paimon's body.
What? No way. But, if it's for Goggles, Paimon supposes she could make a little room for him.
I fear that assimilating him into Paimon's body will only bring about other complications. It isn't hard to piece together, traveler. There is indeed a vessel left here at the Pale Crown Palace where the old king of the Northern Realm has been interred. It's a Belitar's body. Wow, who would have known? Big shocker. This is completely... I am in shock. Right? This is definitely not completely foreseeable right when this line happened. Like, another's form. Yeah, I wonder what other's form is there in this mausoleum. Are you talking about the Belitar's body?
The Belitar, but he's been dead for so many years. He can't be anything more than a pile of bones by now.
He's a god. What do you mean his body's... Okay, whatever. His majesty is different. His body has remained alive even after the passing of his consciousness. Think of him as the Tsar's white birch. In truth, we're speaking of the ever-growing nerves of his husk, a shell that never truly perished. Forever extending outward in longing. The white birch. It scarcely resembles a tree, doesn't it? Well, it's a birch. And 5 centuries on, His Majesty's body has yet to cease its longing.
What? So Belitar's body is still alive after all this time, but how can it be?
Damn. Poor guy just been brain dead for 500 years. And then just plugged into life support.
You must admit, his existence is truly unique. Although he was not a descender, he was of noble birth nevertheless. He was a culmination of Hyperborea's most advanced technologies, a being with a soul bestowed through nothing less than light itself. Huh? The Hyperboreans even attempt to forge his body from the flesh and blood of the primordial cryo dragon, just to give him the authority equal to the one. The one! Are we talking about the primordial one? This is crazy. Flesh and blood of the primordial cryo dragon. What? You should read the weapon enhancement object that's shaped like a... What? The what? The what? What weapon enhancement object that's shaped like an egg? I am confused. Oh, you mean like the weapon domain stuff? I thought you mean like a refinement material. Yeah, okay. Okay, sure. I will read that later if I remember. Again, I do have to sleep relatively early today, though. I have stuff to do tomorrow, so we'll see if I have time today.
The one? Who?
The Heavenly Principles? Oh, never mind. Nibelung, that's crazy. I mean, makes sense, I guess. It's already equal to the... Okay, but, wait. But isn't the Cryo Dragon, like... The Cryo Dragon is weaker than Nibelung, so how does giving him the flesh and blood make him equal to Nibelung? I don't know. It just feels weird. Do you think these people have such fondness for Phanes? No, but like, Phanes is a useful benchmark for power. Right? For power scaling. Sure, attempted, but like the idea from the beginning seems a little bit cooked, no? There's no way the Primordial Cryo Dragon is as nearly as strong as Nibelung. So, like, whatever.
A will born alongside Tevat, the master of the Light Realm's power at the very beginning, and the king of all dragon lords, Nibelung. Ever since his destruction, the place of primordial human, or Narayana, has sat vacant.
So Nibelung is considered a primordial human. Okay. I am betting in the original CN text, nothing in it actually indicates this being quote like of the hominid species. Because in Chinese, Ren can be used for any like humanoid thingamajig. So, I don't know. Also, Narayana has been brought up in Narcissism Craze. It's been too long since I did that quest for me to remember that being brought up, but interesting.
By the heavens above, the cold blades of the ruler who must not be named.
Yeah.
Or should I say, the long nails of theirs have continued to hang high and pitiless over the world. And so, they sought to create their own gods.
Huh. Right.
So that's why they created the Melisande, but they couldn't possibly have called him that at the time. Did they call him the primordial human or something then? Though they attempted to create the primordial human, the experiment went out of control. Otherwise, the Golden City will still be standing tall among this land today. And we will not be standing atop this frozen expanse instead.
Wait, so is the freezing climate of Seshnaya caused by a nail? Like Dragonspine? Interesting.
Could be a thing. I don't know. Possible theory. Throwing that out there. 抛砖引玉. RC Sejnai is because of the Hydro Dragon's. How does the Hydro Dragon's corpse? What do you mean the Cryo Dragon's corpse? I don't know.
According to the record fragments we found inside the Shadow Realm, the corpse of the cryo...
Okay, yeah, the text there literally says it. Okay, whatever. The text on the screen says it. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, I remember when I had said if the pep dies, Sumeru gets nuked in greenery. Yes, I know that. But also, yeah, probably should have just read the text on the screen before I started making series.
According to the record fragments we found inside the Shadow Realm, the corpse of the Cryo Dragon's sovereign and their unchecked authority turned the whole of Sejnaya into the holy soil of primordial ice. Even the ley lines in this area were affected, to the point that they became veins of pure crystal. That is, until that being witnesses and send their heavily nail crashing down. How? But, since the experiment was a failure, how did the Belisar come about?
Did you say Hydro? Let me just, go on Twitch for a moment. Because I haven't been watching my own stream on YouTube so far. Anyways.
It spun out of control, but it was not a failure. 1,000 years after that experiment and its cataclysmic impact finally cleared.
1,000 years? Holy...
His Majesty awoke from the remains of the Cryo Dragon. However, his power was not fully complete, as the experiment was never brought to its conclusion. And by that time, Hyperborea has already sunk into the Shadow Realm, and the only ones seen in that land of ice and snow were the Fae. While most people believe the Belisar to be some kind of extraordinarily powerful Fae, his true identity is far more noble. Hyperborea, which had created him, had already perished. He could have left it behind with ease, but he chose to accept it. He accepted that he was a failed product of the primordial human project. And that included accepting all the responsibilities and consequences that came with it. He was even willing to embrace humankind in this frozen land that swarmed with monsters. He was willing to become the true primordial human. This was a love, a grand and all-encompassing benevolence that we must never betray. And Goggles was the proto-man that was created after countless experiments, and the key that would allow His Majesty to become the primordial human. This is something that should have been started a long time ago, and now it's become His Majesty's final wish. But thanks to the two of you, Traveler and Paimon, we can now complete his grand design. Make no mistake, this is no light undertaking. It is an endeavor I had originally planned to spend 20 years completing.
Hey, Paimon doesn't really get what we're talking about, but Paimon will happily accept your thanks anyways.
So, yeah, here's an important question. What happens after? I mean, once the primordial human is complete.
Oh, that's right. You keep talking about the Court of Bliss. What even is that place supposed to be?
Thus is the world of tomorrow, a realm that's cast aside envy, hatred, and selfish desire. All shall be able to love one another as in the very beginning, and this love shall be, in nature, everlasting. Thus shall a radiant world descend, where there will be no distinction between human and human, nor between human and God. At least that was the vision he described to us, but I understand it differently. The love he spoke of was simply a kind of spiritual overflow. It's just that this overflow runs dry beneath the weight of countless sorrows. And so those who once poured love begin to drain it from others. The selfless turns into hoarders, and trust is supplanted by fear and suspicion.
Paimon doesn't really get what you're saying at all.
You're quite fond of eating, are you not, Paimon? Take the sweet madame, for instance. You must have found it utterly delicious for the very first time you tasted it.
That's right, Paimon even had 2 whole birds in one go.
Yes, but it did not taste quite as delicious the second time, did it? I mean, the third, the pleasure has faded even further. Eventually, a day will come when you find yourself completely sick of it altogether.
No, wait, Paimon never gets sick of eating sweet madame. Paimon knows for a fact that, but wait, you're actually right, though. It really was the most delicious the very first time Paimon had it.
Then you'll find yourself craving something even more delicious. The cycle will repeat itself time and again, simply because what you seek to fill the void left by the memory of that very first bite. And that void is precisely where countless desires and wicked deeds are born. But what if it worked the other way around? What if you could get the exact same feeling out of everything you eat, whenever you eat it, no matter how many times you've had it before?
Well, that sounds like some kind of dream world. That sounds like it would get boring real quick, though.
This is the world of tomorrow. In this world, no matter what you do, your heart shall always brim with that feeling, that sense of being touched at your very core. And of those feelings, love would be the most apparent of all. It is a kind of love that can never be extinguished, a love that is unchanging and everlasting. In such a world, brimming with such eternal love, we can roam free from worry and pain thereafter. I thought we learned of sorrow, why a world free of pain isn't necessarily a good thing. Because, yeah, but it will also be a world where change is no more. Exactly. Yes, that is because time and change are what ravages all things. Every second that passes, the second that erodes the everlastingness of love.
Wait, what do you mean by the change is no more?
It means whatever you eat, it will all end up tasting the same. Exactly, it's boring.
Huh? Hold on, how does that make any sense? So it's like, because everything you eat makes you feel super, super happy, it doesn't matter what you eat anymore.
That is right. You really are quite a clever little thing, Paimon. The first step in shaping this world is to use the Shadow Realm. Light may soon cast its gaze towards the shadow, but that would still take some time. We shall blanket the whole of Sejnaya into the Shadow Realm, and then the whole entire world, so that all love may stand unchanging in a space with no beginning and no end. Thus shall we bring forth the court of bliss. That doesn't sound good, question mark? That sounds counterintuitive to the interests of everyone else in Sejnaya. Choice will lose meaning, while the difference between the chosen and the unchosen will dissipate. In a world like this, I reckon even the abyss would become lovable. I think she's lost it a little bit.
No way, Goggles said you want to get his body back and go on all sorts of adventures with us. Goggles would never ever want a war like this. No matter, there will be a place for all of you in this carefree world. For Traveler, for Paimon, and even for the Proto-Man, whether you are willing or not. That is not a world I'm interested in either way. That's what spending however long in the Shadow Realm does? Yeah. Alyosha did mention that people that come out of the Shadow Realm tends to be a little bit insane. Also, just realized the earpiece is a little star symbol. Yo, that's cute. A true pity. I thought this was something upon which we could share a common understanding, but that matters not, for the final understanding shall eventually come. I assume this means you will not try to stop me, but I have no desire to raise my hand against you nevertheless. This, then, is my choice. And you're gonna put her away? No, they're not going anywhere.
Ah, fuck.
Quickly, she's over there. We gotta catch up with her.
We are freezing. We are actually freezing. Can we not freeze, please? I'd rather not freeze. To stop Axinia and keep the will within the Eye of Grai from being used by her, you must catch up to her. So as it turns out, everyone in Felgomir is nuts. Wow, we're on a bridge and bad things happen? Who would have known? You really are persistent, but can you really catch up with me?
What the hell is she holding?
She jumped right in. Quick, we gotta...
I'm gonna freeze to death, I swear to God. Once the Court of Bliss. What's the worst that can happen? Jumping into the Shadow Realm. Oh, what the hell? No bullets. That's fun. Oh, okay, that's not suspicious at all.
As long as we keep chasing it, you won't be tempered with the goggles.
That seems naive, just as the mansion was Pavlina's ritual grounds and Kosei could control the Flame Feather Valley. I've been set up here for a very long time. Even as you pursue me, the ride continues. I have 0 bullets. This is not good.
And look, there she is.
That looks like where we're going.
Appearing ahead of us yet again, huh?
Okay, she's just freaking aura farming at this point. Go up. Never mind, we don't go up. Up. Where is that supposed to lead me? Oh my god, I guess that back all the way to the beginning. What the hell? I got scammed. What the hell? What's I supposed to do there? These grappling hooks are an actual lie. They're propaganda by Big Grapple. To sell more grappling hooks. Get me up there. Please? Okay, almost there. Alright.
Please be okay, goggles.
Where are we going? Where are we going? Oh, here. That cannot be good on Lumine's feet and legs. Oh, what the fuck? It's achievement for sliding for 20 seconds. Good to know. Okay, we got the waypoint. Okay, we're on top now with all our bullets back. But I'll take the extra 10 bullets, because why the hell not? Who knows, maybe it'll give me a frag crystal. Oh no, I wasn't at full bullets. No, I was. Wait, what the hell? Why am I set to 1875? I'm confused. Called Sturdy Knees. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, I guess I'm capped on 1875. Capture what's like Xenia. Alright. Let's do it. Oh my god. Oh, it's so weird to have Gun Traveler be centered. This feels so weird. We have to take like an aura screenshot like this. Face reveal? Maybe. There's a healing orb there. It's good to spot these things before I do anything. There's Axinia. There's healing orbs on 2 sides. Okay.
It's done. Now all we have to do is wait a little while longer.
Huh, what is that? It's huge and kind of weird, too. Wait, no, that is not the point. You're being so horrible, Xenia. Just give us back goggles.
Looks like the two of you are really fond of the Ayukarai. If only my former colleague was able to see the value of this creation as well. Although the physical body has already begun to transform, the consciousness has yet to take root. His Majesty.
Huh, This
was the original body of the Tsar, but it would change the form of a Fae whenever speaking was us, or traveling alongside the other Fae.
Oh, what? Okay. So this is what the original form of the Belly Tsar looks like. That goddamn. Although I do want to see what the Fae form is. That's all.
Unable to maintain his avatar after death, he reverted to his original state, a magnificent, almost transcendental form.
But he doesn't walk around like that. Imagine, though.
Have I even told you this before? That the face of the Proto-Man was actually modeled after the visage of His Majesty the Belly Tsar's human manifestation?
Just give us back goggles. You're stalling.
I'm not zero interest in whatever you're babbling about now.
Very well, here. Ayukarai was always built to host the Proto-Man's consciousness, such that he would not disappear after offering his flesh and blood to His Majesty. It was really meant to preserve him. Now, since it's no longer useful to me, I shall therefore make a gift of it to you. I trust that you will find a good use of it. I hereby transfer its ownership to the Traveler.
In goggles?
Restored to the original state, the Eye of Grai is now at your service. This isn't him.
This isn't goggles at all. This is just a tool. It's nothing more than an empty shell.
Who would have known? Imagine though, actually, would that be like the equivalent of a weekly boss writing? Maybe.
I'm sorry, the consciousness should already be part of the primordial human by now, to serve as the core of the Velikan of Light, Svarad. This is something I'm unable to return to you, but don't worry, you will no longer grieve this soon, since... because the primordial human has awoken. Traveler, Paimon, and Axinia too.
Goggles?
Yes, it is I now remember everything. Much time has passed, both for you, Axinia, and for me. Fate truly is absurd. This is exactly the scenario I strove to avoid when I was still in my prototypical form. That's how fate is. It pushes you to the cliff's edge, like the worst of nemesis.
That situation you had to avoid?
Yes, because that is why I had to persuade Koshe, Pavlina, and Alvis to stop her before she decided to begin the final experiment. After all, the authority that the primordial human wields may as well be a deadly venom, Aiter, to human and fae, who carry mixed desires within them.
Wait, so that blue algae thing, that Snegurochka, and that Domovoy Grand Duke from Novokitezgrad, they betrayed Axinia because of you?
Well, okay, now we know what, what's the guy? What's the guy's name again? No. We just saw Office. My memory span isn't that short. Zver. There we go. That's what Zver referred to, because that's what Zver was accusing Graye of betrayal. Of being a traitor. Okay. Makes sense. I promised them that they could both stop Axinia in and gain
what they wanted in this way. Each of them was driven in their own way by their ideals, or perhaps ambitions that would see them transcend all life, that proved simple to use. By contrast, our dear Axinia, our lovely Axinia, the resolve she possessed seemed all the more unusual, did it not? And so I incited them to divide me up, to split me into pieces, and to betray Axinia. For if I were to become the primordial human, become a transcendent one, just as I am now, that would mean that the world was about to undergo an inexorable revolution. I feel like we should be ringing up the Tsaritsa, except I don't think we can. I don't think there's cell reception out here. The beast mocked me, for it believed its mission fulfilled, and I, despite fleeing my duties with all my mind, wound up here all the same. You don't want to become the primordial human. You don't wish to create a new world. Yes, because... Axinia, you left no place for yourself in the world that would be born from these fresh schematics, did you?
Huh?
Yes, I am willing to believe in a nation of love everlasting. I believed in His Majesty the Tsar and in his wish. But those who have lost faith in love must be banished from the new world. The realm of eternal love, I do not have right to enter that world. Banishment, it is more akin to being slain. Irate. Eternal love, eternal overflow, eternal joy. Those who trust not to love and joy cannot enter this realm. But it is precisely one who does not trust either who could fashion such a cruel plan. Thus this, the loving Belisar has long realized. And that's why he is great. He chose me. This is my duty, my sole purpose for living. Even if I cannot step into the new world, I wish to see its descent with my own eyes, to see it rise from a cornerstone forged from my corpse. And for you, do you still believe that an eternity of love can be attained without His Majesty's plan? Alvis, Koshe. That's not how you spell Koshe. And Pavlina. Their pursuits have melted away like snow. None can resist the erosion of time, the withering of the spirit, the shriveling of dreams. So many had given up so much in the fight to keep a joyous spirit, but none have succeeded. What choice can you make at this point? None. You know this as well, Axinia, that I could not refuse you once I had recalled all. What more, now that I have become the primordial human?
Wait, Knuckles, are you really gonna open the gates to the Court of Bliss?
Might there be another choice? You have my utmost thanks, you two, for giving me the chance to give up even at this stage. But alas, I cannot let our plans come to naught. So if you wish not to see this come to pass, please stop both of us. But before that, Traveler, I would like to show Axinia something. I'd like you to answer a question of mine. Okay. You seek your sibling, and you have traveled the world to understand him, to seek the things you have missed out experiencing alongside him, to stand before him. But if the gap between you is too great, and you, in the end, find that he is not what you imagined, that your once beloved kin is kin no longer. Well, for one, that will make the meeting in the Outrealm Achievement Series name cards really awkward, because for like 5 straight series now, the motif has been the Travelers together. But beside that, that he has changed and become another person, someone you never imagined he might.
What? Why would that ever happen? Traveler's brother wouldn't change.
This is but a hypothetical scenario. Do not be alarmed, Paimon. What would you do, Traveler? I'd like to know your answer. If he changes, then I will learn to love him once again. No matter how many times I have to do it. W mean. The Abyss sibling really does not deserve the Traveler, but it's fine. Thank you, Traveler. That was wonderful. Better by far than any answer I imagined I would get. The time has come and the courtyard shall soon activate. It is a shame. But what is to be done? Whomsoever loves should share the burden of destiny with the one he loves. Way to fight Axinia. Of
court jester. Primordial human will eventually emerge and the plans will all stop. Okay. Can we get some warms, please? Yes, give me that.
状态回升了。
Okay, we have... Want to solve the luxury brings about unnecessary trouble. Okay, let's chuck that over at you.
注意节奏。
Why are you Snegroshka now? Also, I think my gun's a little too OP. Oh, it's deciding to be invincible now. That's great. Let me grab a healing orb while you're being invincible. Okay. That's cheating. Cutscene. Oh, what the hell? Oh? Holy sorrow cutscene. This okay, this gives... That pose is like an Iron Tomb pose, no? Your train has been modified to adapt. That's great, you're on a team. Goggles? I can't really dodge well on here, can I? You're not the same goggles anymore. Grai, summon that train on your behalf. That's good, it seems like it hasn't changed at all. It's just like when I summoned the train for you.
第二状态，注意节奏。
Yeah, this is giving Iron Tomb. That's not good. What do I have to do here? It's in the rear. How did we get to the freaking rear? Yeah, exactly. Walk infinite paths to find the light into the future. Okay, sure, we go there.
The past appeared.
Okay, is that... Okay, these are all different other players. W, all the players. I recognize some of these players. I friended some of these players. Okay, sure. But yes, I recognize some of these guys, and I friended some of these guys. Oh, yep, yep. Okay, yep, these are definitely people on my friend list. Where am I supposed to go? There. W, absolute cinema. W, power of friendship. Literal power of friendship. Yeah. I'm starting to see some of the names kind of repeat, but that's neither here nor there. Access granted. Activating firearm overload. Okay, yeah. Whatever.
重新出门。
Okay, we're grenade launching now. Loving and being loved. Burdens that burden each other. Whatever. Overload annihilation mode activated. Okay, there we go. Alright. Guys, we beat Iron Tomb, and Furious is saved. Love prevails. '07. 07 to the primordial human. Oh. Okay, that's not good. Do your nerves desire still? What do I still need to do? Over here? Oh my god. How much time do I get to break all these? Hopefully this is good enough. There's more? Okay, no, never mind, we're good. Okay, where are we now? The door to the world is closed. The one behind it all trembles as though shaking loose the scaled wings of a dead moss clinging onto his shoulders. With several shudders, it sheds its giant form. Then he appears. The will that once dwelt within the Eye of Grai now truly possesses a body no different from that of an ordinary person, and now bears the very appearance of the Zard in his use. Did we get to see that? And so, only two remain in this world of shadows. The one within the egg and the one outside it. Only the betrayer and the betrayed. Only. The one who falls in love was the first person they see upon opening their eyes, and the beloved who knows neither love nor sorrow.
At the end of the day, I haven't been able to do anything in time.
Ah. Also, I was right. I was right. The belly tower really does look like Ihor. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Ah, what a shame. This was the sole great endeavor I was meant to undertake. As I see it, you have done enough. You endured the passage of time for so long, even in such a place.
I should be taking screenshots of them both. Look at the pupils as well.
Your ambition burned so strongly that even the branches of fate had to bend low for you, to the point where you could escape from this place.
Okay, let's see. Oh, Ismailov mentioned. Yo, I thought he was gonna be one of those NPCs that was like there once and then never acknowledged ever again. W. Ismailov mentioned.
In truth, my escape from the Shadow Realm was largely thanks to Ismailov's aid. He said it was the last thing he could do for me. And yet I still failed and lost everything. And where are we falling to now? Perhaps we shall fall into the endless depths of the Shadow Realm, tumbling for 500 years and another 5 thereafter. But this is already the best possible ending I could face. Is that so? Yes, Axinia, here there is no His Majesty the Belisar, no primordial human. Here there is no court jester of Sechenaya, no Stegorochka, no other Fae. Here there's only you and me. Here we do not even need names. Is this what you wanted? Yes, it is indeed. This is good. To be within this Shadow Realm, a world as small as a walnut shell, just the two of us at the very end. I once thought I could never be worthy of setting foot in a world like this. You know, the traveler is right. Why should we fear love's fading when we should insist that it stand eternally? One who dares to believe in love shall not be obsessed with its disappearance. And if I believe it, so what if I lose it? I'd climb back up, shake the dust and dirt free, head off in pursuit once more, to take hold, to go forth to love again. Why did I want to? Axinia. I once hated this world, imprisoned as it was within an eggshell, and in the end all I did was to build another shell. Perhaps that is just how fate has been from the start, pushing you to the cliff's edge like the worst of nemesis. Never thought you'd be the one to say that to me. I was once driven to such fury when I learned the truth of the world, and hearing that indignation, I asked the Tsar.
Oh, there he goes. There's the Tsar, finally.
What is the meaning? What's the point of an egg that does not allow the life within it to emerge from the shell? Why does it exist in this universe at all? But I never received the answer I wished to have from him. So that was a thought you once had, I see. What about now, Axinia? Do you still think this way? You've done so much. Did you ever find an answer to that question?
More or less, I suppose. The answer is, you already know the answer, don't you?
Take more screenshots.
You once considered me far too selfish. But no matter what form love takes, whether it gives or takes possession, our expression of love always reflect what lies within some way.
We're trying to handhold.
To love the world is to love yourself.
But this is also a great thing, because this is how the world is. And one's desire to be saved must be strong enough to save the world entire.
I'd always believed that I should love myself first, and then the world, or I would fall into error just as I have today. But you are truly magnificent, Axinia. A cheap compliment. I am hurt. That came from the bottom of my heart. Yes, everything. Pavlina, Kote, Alvis, you, and His Majesty the Tsar. All the things you wanted. Why am I only realizing that I too once longed for those things?
Absolute cinema. I didn't get a screenshot of that end screen. I am sad. I am greatly saddened. But yeah, no, cinema. W love.
Oh, finally! He made it out of that shadow realm. Hey, I'm having to see Golos or Axinia, and the Belly Star's bodies are missing too. Where have they gone to?
I don't think we'll ever see them again. Yo, if we tell that to the Sarisa, surely she won't get mad at us, right? Surely not, right? Yeah, I don't think we'll ever see them again. But a block in the middle of the arena, sure. If that jump scares me, you are going to be timed out for a day.
Do you think it's possible that Goggles might actually be hiding inside that mechanism Axinia gave you? Oh, it's like in those shows. They make you think someone's vanished forever, then poof, they pop up right in front of you again.
How
about you let Paimon take a look?
And so Paimon makes several attempts at cracking the mechanism, but the only voice that answers is the cold, lifeless one. This is how the two of you learn that while Goggles has retained some of his abilities, it really is nothing more than, well, a pair of goggles at this point. It's a monocle, it's not a pair of goggles.
He's really falling into that deep, deep hole. That's his own fault for choosing to open the door to that court of bliss or whatever. But Paimon thinks he was pretty cool when he chose to help Axinia. Even if one day the whole world will turn against you, I will stand by you no matter what.
I will take you at your word, Paimon. And I'll do the same for you, Paimon.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already taking on Renova for you, so, like, yeah.
You know, now that the Belly Star's body's gone missing, we're gonna be in big trouble if someone sees us now.
True, that's what I'm saying. If the Sarisa shows up, we're done for. We're done-soed.
We gotta get out of here fast.
Damn. Okay, sure, let's place the ice cube here. For every future you. What does it do? I guess we'll read what the achievement says. So, Continental Explorer, Snow Blanketed Nation, light up the map. A thousand affections caught in a sigh. Stop the primordial human from turning the world into a courtyard untouched by sorrow, love or sorrow. Okay. Land of Certain Shadows, Tundra Gunsmiths. Install 4 accessories on 1 firearm. W. And it will summon the Sarisa. She shows up and puts you in Druzhna jail. Well, Worse if the Sarisa shows up. Speaking of Drucha and Zhao, have I done the Drucha thing this week? I guess technically this week just reset, so like, I haven't. I done last week's. Wonder of the world, stay a while. You're so beautiful. And you too, game. Pause for a moment to take in the beauty of the white birches and the snow-buried palace. For every future you, even if that version of you has yet to arrive. Yeah, W. Cinema. Why do I only have one gun? Am I not allowed to have more than one gun here? Or that screws my, like, gun setup? Oh. I can head to the treasure vault. Do I do it today? Or do I wait for getting all of these? Oh yeah, I can co-op now, right? Yeah, I can. No, I still can't. Why can't I co-op? Oh, because I can't co-op when I'm in here, in the gun mode. Okay. For a second, I thought I was gonna get locked by another quest. I was about to get really, really, really mad. I have Graye. Now, without the freaking consciousness within. 07. Power Treasure Compass. That's not the thing I was meant to be reading. Eye of Graye, a strange mechanism you can encounter in an abandoned station. It often appears in the form of a monocle. It offers many convenient functions, such as recording blueprints for Prime Ice concerts, creating Prime Ice, calling trains. Perhaps it was built for the very purpose of providing all these conveniences. Okay, nothing in the description suggests anything has changed, but yeah. Well, yeah, I was about to say, this is why the Eye of Graye just stopped talking after the rest of the map unlocked, because the devs were like, players could conceivably farm all of the world quests before continuing the Yarko quest. So to make that make sense, yeah, past, like, starting when you from like Central Graye, you just have no Graye presence whatsoever. It's funny because instead of the thing where they yanked you to the little dino area, they did an auction quest. Yeah. Yeah, true. But, so yeah, no more. Oh. Wait, no, I thought there was a missing button. Never mind. It's fine. Wait. Oh, okay. I thought, for a second I thought I can equip 3. No. Okay. We'll stick with this. Yeah, I see that I still get messages. I assume... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Shrug. I assume this is canonically explained by the fact that, yeah. Yeah, I see. Okay. Alright, well, this area looks awesome. You say, like, like whether I'm scared of heights, but like you barely ever look down. So like, it doesn't really matter that much, the heights here. Man, no, that's pretty good. Oh my god! Adventure Award. To gaze upon the dreaming Pale Crown, found a way to reach the Pale Crown Palace. The stone beast, like gold seated, defeated Zver guarding the tomb and retrieve a part of the Eye of Graye's body before the gates of the Court of Bliss. An arc that used to be a soul. The door leading to the Court of Bliss has been closed. Okay. That's one. This one I can take care of right now. Surely that one counted for the death meeting point? Hopefully. We're just gonna try to wrap up things decently quickly. I guess can do the weekly shooting challenge. Right, those things don't take that long, so... Yeah, no, that was a nice quest. And the ending is nice too. I mean, to be fair, the world quest had what I guess was missing from the Snezhnaya we have seen so far, because Snezhnaya is allegedly supposed to be the nation of love. And I guess it doesn't make sense for the modern Snezhnaya to have a lot of it, because the Tsarisa clearly is abandoning that concept. But yeah, it makes sense for a world quest so focused on the Belitar to have the theme of love, and yeah, I think it did a really good job at that. I like it. I like it a lot. And also the area looks cool. The Genshin level design always cooks. Yeah, no, it's awesome.
向着星辰，感谢你完成了。
Got like 40 commission points exploring the area. Oh, right. 100 Primo Gems from this. Complete the quest. Her palace collapsed into the blizzard. Still not even 40% yet. Snezhnaya is big. Okay. New avatar. Axinia. Ah, look, these two are next to each other. Next up. Check the train, because the shelf probably has changed. Oh yeah, look at that train model. About the model train.
This locomotive. Wait, did you say you've seen it before back at Frogomir? Wow, that makes sense. Maybe the prototype of this train might have originated from that very place.
Could be. Also, yeah. Lots of space left on the shelf still for further Snezhnaya stuff. Which is a bit nice to see. Do these gun displays not update with your gun parts? Because I don't see the gun size on there. I still have one thing missing? Okay. Well, I'll get there when I get there. Is this the Jack Frost? Let's do the weekly... Oh, wait, meeting point rewards. Oh yeah, this is the Korolevsky one. Yeah, okay, I'll do the Jack Frost at some point. Well, I can do the scheduling thing here now, right? World quests. There we go. On one side, the palace. On the other, a tomb. Our palace collapses into the blizzard. Meeting Point Chronicles. A ballet named the... Okay, variations on Beli and Cherny. Quick Russian lesson. Belaya means white. Chernaya means black. So basically what this is saying is that we're going to run through the entire Fountain Act 1 all over again. Something, the somethings of Bonsoir and Noirceur. So, yeah. A ballet named the Black Snow Swan is becoming the center of attention, yet strange sounds of conversation drifts through the Korolevsky Theater's walls. Oh, look, the poster changed. What? Am I doing the quest now? This one doesn't take that long.
你看到那边的海报了吗？科洛列夫瓷器剧团好像要推出新的芭蕾舞剧
Wait,
了耶！
this quest? Oh, well, like the schedule thing. Okay, is this part of the schedule thing? What the fuck? Okay, we're gonna run through this dialogue, and this is for another stream. I was not aware that this is a quest that... Well, they're gonna stand there, but yeah, it's fine. We'll do this another day then.
黑雪湖，嘿，真是有意思的名字。雪湖不应该都是白色的才对吗？这部舞剧的主演是
Odette.
我的奥黛塔小姐，请您清醒一点，这么多事情怎么可能做得完呢？这是沃雅妮莎的声音，从那边传来的。
Yep.
还有2周就是正式演出了，你怎么还去接愚人众的任务呢？剧院这边的排练和见面会怎么办？排练和见面会不会占用你一整天的时间，就算占用了，我还有夜晚时间可供支配。
Right.
好啊，这次你
Yeah, I'm gonna say, so then when's the time for sleeping?
都不会，这是我根据自己能力做出的合理判断，并没有。抱歉，我们不是故意要偷听你们聊天的，只是听沃雅妮莎说话气鼓鼓的，就想过来关心一下你们。旅行者和派蒙，你们来的倒是巧，刚好你们也帮我劝奥黛塔。
What's going on?
没什么。是啊，只是我们勤奋的首席又要开始折腾自己了。你们也看到外面的海报了吧？奥黛塔2周后要出演芭蕾舞剧《黑雪湖》。
Right. Pretty sure that reads Odette. But I could be wrong.
这部舞剧本来就不简单，要求舞技的同时，还很考验舞者对戏中角色的情感理解。可偏偏就在排练时间都很紧张的时候，奥黛塔这家伙却接下了愚人众那边清剿魔物的任务。这一听就是个既耗时间又耗体力的活呀！要是最后演出哪里出了问题，连带着剧院的份一起被人投诉
What if
怎么
we
办
go kill the monsters and she gets to practice?
不能让愚人众那边调整吗？就说奥黛塔你一开始不知道舞蹈排练时间这么紧。
That's gonna be rough.
你们误会了，愚人众那边工作是我在知道演出排期后依旧去申请。
Then she doesn't get paid? We are not... Okay. If we do that, and if the facility pays us, we can just give her the money. We are not that short on cash. Just some matches? Yeah, okay. That's... Wrong fairy tale.
总之，我认为自己能够兼顾好两边的工作。真拿你这倔脾气没办法。但我先说好，这次再有什么想找你去找不到人的状况，我可不会再为你说话。
Since Odette's mind is made up, maybe it's better to think about how we can help instead.
是啊，我们知道沃雅妮莎你是关心她啦，但总感觉奥黛塔是真的很想把两边都做好的样子。我就知道这家伙很难劝住。但从朋友的立场上，至少答应我，让其他人帮你做日程规划表。我自己可以。奥黛塔小姐。
Average Vodeniца.
好吧。
Go to character. Oh, looks at us. She's staring at me. Well, if there's no objection, I suppose I can help.
没问题，就你了。好干脆。之前我们被困在剧院的时候，就已经了解了他的为人可以信任。
Right.
而且他还同许多执行官大人打过交道，熟悉愚人众的办事作风。我认为他能够胜任。
Now Vodeniца is staring at me.
喂，你怎么不让我来帮你做日程规划？再怎么说，也是我和你认识的时间比较长吧？的确，无论是在剧院还是在呼啸社，我都很高兴与你共事。我也是。
So they just straight up told her that they were a member of the cult. I was under the impression, right, that like, you know, during the quest, you know, they figured out that Odette was Lilac, but then like You know, because, again, members of the Rokat are supposed to keep their identity secret from one another, no? So I figured that Vodyanica and Lyosha would respect that and not tell Odette that. Not tell Odette that they're members of the Rokat, but I guess never mind. By the end of Sejnaya, every Rokat member will know each other.
但如果交给你的话，你一定会在我的日程表上安排过多休息时间，还会拉着我陪你去逛街吃点心。这是必要的休息。
Right, what are the others?
你的生活里有太多必要事项了。这世上有趣的事情那么多，当然每一桩都要去体验一下，总不能看着他们白白溜走吧。
And that's why Vodyanica is not a member of the Fatui.
我没发现。你总是只瞅着自己的眼前，当然发现不了。眼睛就只能瞅着眼前。当然，这就是朋友的必要性。有了朋友，你就不只有一双眼睛了。旅行者，太忙，那奥黛塔就交给你们照看了。
Okay,
相信你们的眼睛。
we've got this.
奥黛塔小姐
Surely while making the schedule, we won't get Vodyanica and Odette trying to play tug of war on
按照她做的日程规划来
the
行动。
schedule while we make it.
好，我答应。哼，这还差不多。行吧，那我就把奥黛塔交给你们了。
Okay, well, I'll fill it out another day.
你们待会儿自己去填。记住了，黑雪湖的演出时间是在2周后。
It's fine. We'll stream Genshin within the next week. It's fine.
愚人众的任务考核是在1周后，这一点
Okay,
也请你
well,
纳入考虑。好，交给我们吧。
if there are multiple endings, this is gonna end up like hangout events, where like I make the reasonable choices first and end up with the more reasonable endings. So then so then I start off feeling great, but then I have to purposely screw up to get the screwed up endings. So that it feels bad at the end. This is what's gonna happen, I'm telling you. When is the next Starro patch? In 40 hours? Give or take? So I'll be focusing on Starro for a few days. Yeah, there's new mainline quests. New mainline quests, new area, and all of that. So, yeah. Yep, we are running the hell away from Plain Arcadia. We are fleeing to the other IPC property of Astropolis to try to get some help over at Plain Arcadia, because Plain Arcadia is looking almighty cooked at the moment. Yes, that's what I gathered from the livestream. In fact, I think for the Starro livestream, what they did is that they had 2 parallel streams. One is a regular scheduled programming that is canonically hosted on Astropolis, because, fun fact, all live stream, like patch live streams and character kit videos and things like that are all canonically in universe recorded by the IPC in Astropolis. So there was a live stream in Astropolis, and then there was a parallel live stream of people in Plain Arcadia trying to send a help signal to Astropolis, and then they had to go through about 30 minutes of stall on that stream, and the 2 streams linked together when the Plain Arcadia people managed contact with Astropolis live stream. It was cinema. So yeah, next match will be interesting.
请多关照，经纪人女士。
Variations on Betty and Charity. In which case, I believe... Well, now I get the point of the quest, right? Betty is... her duties as the prima ballerina, and the Charity is her duty as, you know... as a Fatui
我就把亲爱的
for
奥
two
莱
us
塔小姐交给你们了，多盯着她点儿，别让她累坏了。日程规划表就在那边，接下来的2周，让我们好好相处吧。
Okay. We'll do the scheduling next stream, probably. That's probably the plan there. Do I do the weekly? I mean, I might as well do it. It's gonna take like 2 minutes. Let's run it. Especially with the improved gun. Hello. What are you doing here? Boy, get back here. Oh, hello. There's a guy back there. Holy, 3.3k. Yeah, it's time for you to zappy zap. We're not running away from the zappy zap. Okay. I need to get up first. Hello. I don't have any frag grenades. That's really good, actually. Exactly what I needed. Oh, you're just gonna die. Yeah, I saw you got 1 million. W. I'll be probably trying the Edge of Survival at some point soon. Well, yeah, compared to Edge of Survival, that is really easy. That is really easy compared to the World Quest I just did, and that battle was not that hard. Anyways, does that conclude the stream? I'll do one last round of stitching while I give closing remarks. Oh, just give sparkles? W. I mean, you say it's not worth it, but like, I don't know, it seems pretty worth it to me. Anyways. You know what, should I switch it up and do a Nahodako run? No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't. But yeah. Honestly, as long as the cosmetic doesn't look ugly, I'll be like spending effort trying to get it. Right? And not being obvious is better than it looking ugly. That's my take. Last time I was running across that keeps Yansan's meter high. Okay, that's unfortunate. Fun fact, this actually delays it putting the shield up. Like, quite a bit, because this guy will instead go for a few more attacks. So it's not even that bad. It's bad for time if you're trying to optimize for time, but it's not that bad if you let this guy run across here. Because this guy will do two extra attacks, and that gives you some extra time. That was a skill issue from me, admittedly. this.
见识恶要伤人。
烈日随我，埋葬于赤焰之下。
Yeah. It's pretty generous. As long as you have enough DPS. Like, yeah, Moika can clear those the orbs trivially, but you have to time your rotation right. And with the way I set up stuff, I will have to purposely wait like about 5 seconds, which doesn't feel good. Basically, how it works is that, yeah, Moika can do it trivially if you wait 5 seconds, but if you don't want to wait that 5 seconds, you have to like. Okay, here's the thing, right? By the time you... Okay. Silali is entirely redundant, because Silali's application uptime is the same as Moika's on-field uptime. By the time you start setting up, Silali's off-field basically ends. So... You either get both or you get none. That's why it's trivial if you wait 5 seconds and start the Moika rotation later. But it's a pain if you don't wait that 5 seconds. Because then your Moika and Silali both ends before the animal orb starts getting absorbed. So then you basically have to pray that your Moika application doesn't screw with things. And you have to go Yansan into either Silali or CMC to proc that stellar reaction. That's how I got the 71 seconds, because I believe on the staging live stream, you saw me getting like 76. The 5 seconds was saved that way, and it's pretty cringe. I think there the C1 Moika actually screws with things, because I'm pretty sure without C1, Moika wouldn't have enough Nisol to do that. To screw with the stellar reactions, but past C1, Moika will have enough Nisol to screw things up. So, yeah, it is what it is. Let me just get this quest to stop tracking. Alright. Pretty good. So today we, decided Jonah's tea party with Neverlet, so now we have only one left, the one with Navia. I heard it's pretty good. I will have a look for myself. Okay. We did that, and then we did both the world quests. Now I can co-op. So, you know what? I need to do a few things in co-op real quick. But yes. We then went through the world quests, both of them. On one side of Palace, on the other a tomb, and what's the name of the other one again? Something her palace or tomb or something. Also, as you can see, my teapot is now already using Sejanai soundtracks. I haven't put a death here. I bricked. Okay, whatever. I am not bothered enough to put a death in here this time. So hopefully I remember to do that before I claim stuff next time. But there's our transient, and I'm not gonna spend that yet. I can spend that anytime in the next few days. I guess some more books would be good. Since after Stygian ends, I need to level with that. Let's see, what are the music I unlocked? I'm going to bet 199 is from Flame Feather, so I'm not gonna check it. What is this track? I think I like 191 better. But I'm pretty sure 199 is Flame Feather because I remember picking up a music disc from there, and that place has bad vibes, so again, that is never going in my teapot. See, this music is so much nicer. Yeah, I know 189 is Tetrograd. It's just that it's not... I'm pretty sure it's not from like the area around Zaporizhzhia, which I may be biased, but I think the area around Zaporizhzhia, like the plaza, has better music than Zonni. Maybe I just haven't heard enough Zonni music. I only been to Zonni like thrice, outside of the Arkham Quest. But I just like the plaza music a lot more. Not to say it's bad, I'd still like it, just... Also 191 is also looking kinda good. Alright, and then I have to, really make sure I don't fall behind on Meliastra, because I'm already now behind by, like, a week. Genshin though. Wrong button. Oh yeah, Moroska's pretty good music. My favorite is the it's a Snezhograd like night theme that kind of sounds like a Christmas chant. But there's a lot of good tracks in Snezhnaya. Hopefully Hoyo releases the Snezhnaya first album soon. Hopefully I don't have to wait for next patch. I mean, I most likely do, but I hope I don't. You go hang out in Snezhnograd much? That's not Christmas. Well, I just hang out usually in like the newest city there is. So... Alright, peep this. Ah. Wait. Who the fu- oh. Train is parked in Sertomorsk. My train is actually mostly parked in Sredlodedovska. So... yeah. That's... I kind of just go between there and Snezhnograd. Bam. Alright. How much do you reckon my Team Adept, my level 60 Adept, does? This is not going to be official DPS testing. I'm not doing this for 5 whole minutes. But this is just to get a sense. Level 50 Alyosha. And level 60 Adept.
我准备好了。
There's no reason to be in Main City anymore that I can craft and claim. Here's the thing, I'm forging more weapon enhancement ores because I'm running somewhat low on those. And I just like the vibes of Centrograd, so I just throw around Centrograd a lot of the time. Yeah, it's forging it. Like, for me, just going on the map and clicking Centrograd is a lot less of a hassle than clicking and finding Teapot and everything.
低温处理。
Hopefully the ER is fine.
无聊。哼，可笑。歇一歇。
Oh, it's certainly better than what it was before. That's for sure.
起。哼。跟上。演算开始。无聊。
I mean, yeah, but then again, my Odette is terribly underbuilt.
参见
So
如雪燕般振翅。
刀跑得过猎犬吗？
开始了。
fine, honestly.
跟上。哼，可笑。歇一歇。低温处理。
Like, reminder that my
冰中寻找冰封的
whoops.
旋律。
Reminder that my Sajuna team
跟上。
last patch could not break 70k. So this is certainly better.
条件一线。
Okay, just out of interest, right? I've just none of my builds for this, but what happens if I try to run Yume Mizuki? Is Farazan even good for Yume Mizuki? Like, I know I could run Sucrose, but since my Yume Mizuki is still on VV, that would be double VV, and I don't think that's really good. So, okay, alright. Farazan it is, because I'm pretty sure Farazan's on TOM, so that makes up for the fact that my Cryo MC is not on TOM right now. While my CMC isn't on Tenacity. That's the thing. So that's, you know, that gives Tenacity. My CMC is still on my PMC build. Yume Mizuki. CMC, where's CMC? There's CMC. That's it.
世界充满未解之谜。
I mean, Center City doesn't even do anything because of damage of Stellar, even if it does activate.
走着瞧，少爷，那斜冰，嘿，呵，烈风满川。开始了，共舞时刻。别皱眉呀。
Okay, I'm seeing... I think I saw a 6-digit earlier, or was that like 2 5-digits I just like dreamed up? No, that's a 6-digit number, right? Or more like if I just delete... that I'm deluded. I'm deluded. I am absolutely deluded. Okay. I am absolutely deluded. I pressed 3, I swear.
凝结吧。起。
Nah, trust. This works. Yeah, no, that's a 6-digit number. I'm not dreaming things up. I am not... Oh, my ping is horrible. I'm like, why does it take 3 bajillion years to switch characters? And then I looked on the top right of the screen and I'm wondering what's happening to my internet. In fact, is the stream still happening? Is the stream still happening? Am I good? Is my internet back? I can't tell because my tablet just ran out of batteries and I figured there wouldn't be shenanigans in the last, like, 5 minutes of the stream, but I guess I'm wrong.
真理复是风，烈风满川。开始了，共舞时刻。别皱眉呀。
Okay, so, yeah, this breaks, 40k DPS if I actually try. Yeah, great, excellent. It breaks 40k DPS. Oh, dear God.
口回也晚了。
Also, without the ping, right? The ping here is atrocious.
镇定下来。
The ping has fixed itself. Let's go.
噩梦，噩梦，快离开！走着瞧，告你那哈，凝结吧！起，美梦疗法。小时整梦醒春风，后悔也晚了，真理。
Okay, it's like if you cope hard enough, it probably hits 45k.
来吧，小安、小彻。提篮重击，风，嘿呀！烈
My
风满川，
CMC just have barely enough ER.
献上血狐的礼赞。别皱眉呀，
Yeah, see, okay, it hits 45k if I cope hard enough.
小时整梦醒春风。
But, okay, that's a little cooked. We'll definitely have to work on this team. That to say the least. To say the least. To say the least. Okay, Yume Mizuki, my Yume Mizuki build is not usable yet. That's... It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Yo, there was someone in there named themselves Alyosha. That's crazy. Like the Russian, in all Russian. Alright, is that all? Yeah, I think that's all we'll have today. Tatu, why? I have to... Okay, it's 4. I'm not... After I end stream, I'm not gonna go immediately go to sleep. I have to be up at 10. If it's not important, I don't want to do it. Right, like I'm not gonna get sidetracked. I'm like, not enough. I need to go sleep soon. So maybe next time. Maybe next time. Anyways, so yeah, today had a good stream. The story's the story's pretty good. Loved that it gave a lot more lore on the Belitar. There were several lore bombs in there, and again, love that because. Again, the Sarisa doesn't really give the whole, like, you know, God of Love vibe because she clearly doesn't want to be one. So we got Belisar lore and also, yeah, arc that a story that actually is centered around the concept of love. I'm sure that, like, the Arc Quest has a decent chance on circling back to this concept as well, but it's nice that the first patch of Senjaya we get something like this. And also the area looks very cool, it's very awesome, I like it. And yeah, W romance. Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good. And then we did some miscellaneous stuff after. Like starting the scheduling, which we'll do next stream. We did a weekly Truzhna HQ thing. And then we went and did some Meliastra and T-Pop stuff. So with that being said, hope you enjoyed. The next schedule stream will probably be quite a bit later because Sorrow Patch in somewhere around 40 hours. I'll be live covering the new patch. And yeah, going through the Sorrow Patch stuff and then doing the story, all of that, yada yada yada. I will be going to the new patch with basically no Stellar Jades because I am basically on soft pity for Rintosuka. So if I win the 50-50, awesome. If I lose 50-50, I'll be very, 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 very sad. Because then it just means I just wasted 70 bolts for nothing. But hey, at least the banner's there for long term. If I ever have a period where I don't feel like pulling for characters, I can pull on that banner. And Let me just check something real quick. Damn. Somebody joined the stream and used the hydration thing. I didn't even notice. I need to somehow incorporate that into my OBS. So that if someone... so that the activity feed actually ends up on my OBS screen. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. It's been a good stream. There'll be Star Wars stuff in 40 hours time, and then I doubt I'm finishing all the Star Wars new story in one day, so it will be also be extended to probably the day after, and maybe even the day after that. We'll see whether we can get it done in 2 or 3, and then there'll be the flagship event after that, and either before the flagship event stream or after, we will probably fit another Genshin stream of more Sessionaya stuff. Like, maybe we finally go do the Jack Frost Village. And also, of course, scheduling, and then if we have time, other stuff. So, probably, yeah, one more Genshin stream this week, probably, maybe 2, if I, like, really feel like fitting one at the end of the week. It will mostly be Starro. It's Starro's 1 out of every 6 weeks to shine. Yeah. Then we'll see how it goes, and, yeah. Have a wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, evening, whoever or whenever and wherever you are, and yeah, I'll be back in around 40 hours time, and yeah, until then, I hope you take good care, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.